Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll for Immersion. Sorry, what? You shot laughing at me.
No, I was laughing at myself. I
Okay.
was doing something weird right before the camera.
But yes, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll for Immersion. I am Immersion Diversion, and we are playing. I gotta get my cheat sheet out. I know. We're playing PTU. We're playing Pokemon Tabletop. That's not the cheat sheet. That's not the right thing. There it is. Because I still need my introduction page. Yes, we're playing Pokemon Tabletop United, a free to play. Basically, yeah, it's free to play tabletop that some amazing developers decided to write, and they created like a PDF for it and stuff. So you can there's a you know what, I keep forgetting to make a URL, like the code command, a command for the PTU link, so that people can go and find that there. But yes, it's a free to play, just easy to download tabletop that someone made for Pokemon. It's a D20 system with the D6 also system for the skills and such. Fighting, battling, mainly D20s and stuff. But yes, we're playing on Fantasy Grounds. That I can actually do. Fantasy Grounds is our VTT of choice. I just like using it. It's a lot easier. There's no, there's no, how do we do that? I'll do it later. There's no PTU thing for Fantasy Grounds. We're just using it for combat tracker, for rolling dice, for maps, stuff like that. But yes, in the end, it's mainly just there for us to have fun using it. Otherwise, we'd probably be using Tabletop Simulator or something like that. That's what we were using before. Um,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Music. Uh, thank you to Zame, Sanity, and Blitzit for allowing us to use your music. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. They always make amazing remixes for Pokemon. I think Sanity does some for other games as well. Like, she did some pretty good ones for Plants vs. Zombies. She did some for some Mario Kart, which I was really enjoying some of those.
I think
Some
I
of
saw a
those,
good Persona one too.
yeah. Some of those will definitely be showing up in here, even though it's going to be mainly Pokemon themed songs. But yes, it's, just something to fit the kind of the mood and stuff, so we'll get there. But with that, let's go and start introducing our players. Start with you, Sean. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, I play Professor. Actually, how's it going with you? I should ask that first.
I'm doing good.
Good. That's good. I don't know why we started talking like that, but whatever. I am playing Professor Robert Marlowe, and his good little buddy Gizmo. Uh, he is a professor that may or may not actually be employed at the moment. And he is going to explore the cosmos for, the mysteries that lie within.
And what about Gizmo?
He's just a cute little guy.
You cute little dude.
He's kind of almost like the class mascot, which finally had his first taste of combat he's ever actually had.
Nice.
Which Robert is kind of on the fence about because he doesn't really like fighting anymore.
Yeah. Also, Gizmo is a fusion between Cubone and Farfetch'd. I'll get into that after we introduce characters.
Galarian Farfetch.
Galarian Farfetch'd, yes. And then yeah, how you doing? I almost called you.
Reaver.
Yeah. How's it going, River? Sorry.
What's
I'm trying to think of so many things.
Enjoyed Johnny Depp drinking out of a large cup.
You mean like this large cup? No, just kidding. It is large,
Oh,
but
oh, oh!
I
You
need to
want to
clean it.
compare that?
No!
I'll compare. I'll compare it. There you go.
Oh no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
pretty big, I guess. It's got my name on it and everything. But
Giant. It
this
makes
is
me
made of
laugh every
silver though.
time because I have it in my meme of all things. Anyway, I play as Go. And who's trying to find their purpose in life. Yeah. Currently trying to find what the hell they are, what they're built for, and why in the world there's only one model in existence so far. Of course, uh, Echo did pick up a Routes, who's a Ghost Fairy type exclusive to the Ghost Planets. Navi, who's more or less helping Echo in a lot of ways. Some good, a little bit of bad, probably. Who knows?
That's true. We got some learning to do about Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And
hell yeah,
yeah.
dude!
And last but not least, we have Games and T Edward playing Adelphin. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right this time. I'm thinking of the Edelweiss song. That's how I think of pronounce it. That's all. Like
Nice.
that's how I'm gonna remember
I think
it.
that actually is the right way to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, he will be showing up later. He'll be showing up an hour later, just because with daylight savings time happening, Europe hasn't had their daylight savings time yet, and so he's still currently at work. We will see him when he gets back in though. And yeah, so Adelphin is an elf from the planet. Actually, I guess you guys could technically say from now on which planet you're from too.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. And I can always show you. I mean, I'll show every once in a while I'll go back to show the galaxy, because obviously you guys want to know where to go, and so I'll bring it up in the chat and or in the game as well too. But yes, Adelphin is from the planet Zyzipso, a planet that's, I mean, because in my or in I'll get to that. He's from Zyzipso, a planet of psychic type Pokemon and psychic type races. Basically, the players can play their own race. I added races into the PTU, just because we're in outer space. There's a lot that they would discover. So, yes, Adelphin is playing an elf from Zyzipso, and his little companion Luthu, a psychic normal type Zigzagoon. Adelphin has run away from home because differentiating ideals and, based on for his parents and stuff. But yes, he's just kind of ran away from home and trying to figure out how to live in this new world, because he's never really left home, and everything, he's kind of just had when he was there. So it's a story about Adelphin's story is just him trying to learn and discovering. He's discovered a newfound love for plant Pokemon. So he's
Which is funny because Echo and also Robert have both some plant knowledge too.
yeah. So yeah. But with that, well, sorry, not with that. I still got to do all my other stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
So after introducing the players, then I will say yes. This is a Pokemon tabletop campaign. It's set the Earth. Pokemon Earth is in this, but this is set in outer space. So this is a little bit different. All the Pokemon that you will be encountering, or that you will be seeing, or that I will at least be describing, will be Pokemon that are either multi-typed, new moved, because they're all alien Pokemon. They all look different than what they would. They'll have similar features, like they will obviously look like the Pokemon they should look like, but I will describe them as having different things. So like, as a example, I don't know. We'll figure it out. There's a lot that we'll figure out. But yeah. And if you'd like, Sean, what random? What planet were you from then? You can always pull up Dimebos. Yeah, you can always pull up the World Anvil too, because it is in there. So yeah,
so
that'll
you
be
can
next.
remember
I'm just kind of explaining.
But yeah, and his race is called the Animus. They're kind of the best to describe them is they're kind of almost like the Egyptian gods, where there's like human everything except head.
Yes, correct.
And
then,
also they are very proficient in aura.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. While that's going on, and then River, what planet and what race are you? Well, you already mentioned you were an android, but which planet are you from? Or technically, did you awaken on?
Is it like Pinafo?
Paphomia.
Paphomia. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Paphomia, a ghost planet that's literally a graveyard, or just death and destruction, I guess. I don't know.
There's a lot to explain. Basically, yes, it's a planet that is basically a giant graveyard. And that's all there really is to it. I mean, it's just a giant spooky planet. And all my donation or all my channel, all my channel points are still there. I forgot to change them from last week, so they were there when I was playing my games. But that's fine. So yeah, so yes, with the donations and channel point rewards, you can always use those channel points to and when you're subscribed, you get double the points. I'm pretty sure, or like double kind of thing. You can use them to upgrade combat stages, which increase their stats, or decrease their stats. You can do a player capture roll, which capture roll is what the players need in order to capture a Pokemon. You can increase the roll by 10 or decrease the roll by 10. In PTU with the capture rolls, the more the player rolls towards 0. I'm fumbling my words, but yes, the closer to 0 the player rolls, the better. And for the Pokemon, they always start at 100, and then depending on the stats they get, they either decrease the number or increase the number. Guardian Insight, it can help the player figure something out when they're not sure what to do. RCS Intervention, it's a divine intervention. It makes it so the last roll that the player made can re-roll that roll. Pocket Pokemon Center, it kind of cuts off the center, but basically what that is if a Pokemon Center heals your entire party and cures all status and stuff like that, revives them all. A Pocket Pokemon Center will revive a player's Pokemon if it is either unconscious, or it'll fully heal them, remove all statuses and stuff like that. But the Pocket one only works on one Pokemon. Wild Pokemon type change. If they're fighting Pokemon in the wild, you can change their typing. And then the Magic Box is for 10,000, you can donate 10,000 points to be able to give a player an item of their choice, as a certain amount of Poke that I decide on, and they can pick it for themselves. And if you'd like to, you can always donate. You can always tip. If you'd like to, you don't have to, but it always helps out. I divvy it up between us and the players. And actually, let me go put that in so I can TTRPG, because I always got to read it off. I did that wrong. It's donate. There we go. So yeah, if you would like, for one single dollar, players will get a consumable item. Basically like a Pokeball or a potion, stuff like that. For $5, you can give a hero point or a jinx point, and this we're calling them the Pokeballs and the Master Balls. Players can use them to basically ask the GM for favors, you know. Oh no, hang on. Now I'm curious. But you can also use them to give it to me, which I can make the players reroll a roll, or cancel their hero points, their Pokeballs. Oh, got that. Thank you for the donation, School
All right,
Guy.
let's just for this time.
Hang on. So
Please no more
$10.
Jinx points.
$10 is for a plot twist, a flashback card, or a hero card. Hero cards give the players a temporary one-use ability. Plot twists are used to change the story, and flashback cards are used to have the player remember something in their past that they might have forgotten about, which might help them in the future or help them think of something and stuff. 15 points grants a critical token. Critical token. It's a GS ball in our game. It lets them roll a natural 20 automatically. And if they use that on the capture roll, like to hit the Pokemon with, it gives them a plus 10 to their capture roll, which is amazing. $20 is a random encounter. No matter what's happening in the game, Pokemon just show up and start attacking a party. $25 is a creature buff. Basically, it upgrades a Pokemon to either give them an additional typing, a move they wouldn't normally learn, or it might swap out, and give them better stats, stuff like that. And then for $30, you can donate $30 for giving a player a magic item. You can create the magic item. Players can decide what they want. It's like they get to pick anything. There's no limit, like I do for the Channel Point one. And yeah, or if you guys want me to choose it, I can always make it for them as well and just create something. But for $50, we have that secret menu item. It's a one-time say where if you donate the $50, it basically is a super story-changing event where I didn't even tell my players beforehand. It's just super secret that it's always fun. And so the secret menu item for this one was going to be that I have a like how with some DMs they'll have a chart for when you're traveling from one city to the next. Like when a certain amount of days go by, you roll on the chart to see what happens during that day. The secret menu item today is, as soon as the secret menu item is donated, I will roll on that chart and it will happen to the players, even if they are inside of this space station still. Yeah, so that'll be
I
fun.
know some of the things that are on that chart, and boy, that'd be very
Master
weird
Ball
and
for the
interesting.
Master, Pokemon for Adolphin, nice.
Neil, if you got
Dice does the
7
PM.
of them, you'd be PM7.
PM7? Oh gosh. Alright, so let me add those quick.
One of my favorite Poke-Tutors.
So we got one for Adolphin. Yay. And we got a Jinx Point, or a Master Ball for me. I like how I stacked them. That was pretty cool. Anyway. What do you guys say we get started into this?
Let's.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah. Alright.
Man, you're loaded up on 3's Jinx.
I know. I'm excited to cancel all your guys', Last we left off, the players had just left and exited the simulation training computer thing. Whatever that seat is called, I don't know. They decided, they were I gotta take this off so I can hear myself. The players had talked about it, and they had to wait for their item because they completed their training, and so they each got an item that was based off where they had gone. So the players are getting some go-go goggles that'll help them travel through sandstorms or weather effects and stuff like that. However, in order to get those, they had to wait, and so Robert had gone back to grab his package that just showed up from. So he got to go see. Why is it blanking on me again?
Reggie.
Thank you.
Or Reginald, but he calls him Reggie.
Yeah. Sorry, I just gotta get this quick. I should just always keep this open just so I can remember names. Reginald. I didn't even have it open right.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I said, Reginald, but he calls him Reggie.
Reggie. Yeah. Also, I totally forgot. I never showed you guys what Reginald looks like, so I'm going to do that before I forget.
Thank you. I worked hard on him.
I know.
And I'm like, wow, he's not never showing up.
Yeah.
But okay.
I was gonna show him if you went back to him, but yes, I will do it right now. Just because he's shown up twice and I still haven't had a thing for him. So, there we go. This is Reginald.
And yes, he deliberately is supposed to kind of look a little bit like Yondu. I don't know why I decided that, but he does.
Oh, good. So yes, so that is Reginald. Did I add the? Oh, he's got horns on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
One of them's
a
broken
Draken.
and one of them's normal. Yeah.
Reginald is a Draken folk. Basically dragon humans. And yes, so there he.
And basically half of him is cybernetic because of something that happened.
Yeah. And I don't even think Sean brought that up to me.
I did a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get more into it if someone asks.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Especially if we go to the Dragon planet, because yeah.
All right. So, with the continuation of after Robert getting his items, Echo in the library still searching for reports on the Echo units, and Adolphin hanging out in a single study room, kind of taking a break from his surroundings, getting used to trying to calm himself down, and continue to read the book that he had gotten on the grass type planet Zeovis. That's the one. We continue. All right. Sorry. So, that's a little loud. One sec. Can you still hear it, Sean and River? Okay, just to double check. All right. So, I gotta get used to just getting in there. You guys have been hanging out in the library. Robert and Echo, you've been helping Echo search for some more, trying to find information on the Echo units. Still mainly only finding stuff about androids in general. And Adolphin is, Margaret has told you that Adolphin is in that room, and he's kind of using that time to study that book in silence. Is there anything you guys wish to do right now?
I will. By the way, I should suggest this because I was about to actually look it up myself. But I will be looking at a map of the planets.
Okay.
And I'll be showing it to Echo also. Like, we'll both go over it together.
Yeah.
But could you also pin that in Discord so we can, like, easily find the map?
Yeah. Here, let me grab the map again in here so
just so it's easier to find. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know I can easily just find it on what do you call it? The World Anvil, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Whoops. There we go. And then in Discord, I'm gonna go get that quick.
Also, we said it just last week, but I forgot the space station that would have
Oh, it's
ship on it.
It is called
It started with a U, I think, right? I can't
It was Umatune or something. Or no,
Yeah,
that's Almatone. Not. Hang
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
You know what?
Planet.
A good idea would be to me just open up World Anvil.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for it here. I don't know if I think I didn't save the link, and I'm sad.
Oh.
I'm trying to
Okay,
find it.
so the name of the station you are looking for is called Upra.
Oh yeah.
Think of like Supra, you know.
Supra. Oh my gosh, can we get a Supra spaceship? That'd be awesome. We're gonna get a sports car spaceship.
Oh gosh.
We will
Um,
work for
I'm down
years
with that
to
because
afford
I
it.
think my character is probably the only one that's capable of driving a
Let
ship.
me fit the screen.
But
All right,
certainly
so,
not Robert. He doesn't know anything about spaceship.
This is the map of Galaxy
Oh,
Noir.
no, Umatune is- okay. So
Over here, I wish I could zoom in. Over on the right, it is a little hard to see, but over on the right, there's a Luchabos and Dimabos. It's a planet that is basically half the planet is always at war, kind of thing.
well,
Sean's
the
half-
entire planet is always at war.
Oh, yeah, the entire planet is
each
always at
half.
war. Robert is from the Dimabos aura, the Dimabos side. Paphomia is down at the very bottom in the Helix Nebula. Paphomia is the ghost type planet down there where Echo is from, and Zizipso on the far left, the psychic planet, almost looks like a comet in the Fey Eagle Nebula, is where Adelphin is from. Basically, three corners for our players, and I think that's kind of cool. But yes, so that is where all our players are from. All right, the scene is yours.
But yeah, so looking at this map that we have pulled up, first I suggest to Echo that we go to Upra because that's where we can procure a spaceship.
Yes.
Which
I do think we need a spaceship to, well, have some sort of mobility.
how much money do you have?
Unfortunately, I have about what's the money equivalent in terms of Pokemon? The name of it?
Poke.
Poke?
Mm-hmm. Poke.
I have 0 Poke on me,
Oh,
but I could easily get some if I play music with my guitar.
yes, yes, your music could draw in a crowd for sure. It might. Which, yeah, I should be asking you this, Mr. Pokemon Master.
Okay, what's up?
I don't know why I'm just randomly going into like
Pokemon
weird voices
Master.
that
All good.
make no sense.
What's up?
Considering that I can't even have a voice for my characters, it's weird that I'm randomly doing them. But if I had to guess, would it be easier to make money here or if we were to make money somewhere?
Roll me.
I mean,
oh,
Robert has his own preference, but
yeah. I would say that you know that this being a library kind of place of information might not be the best spot to play music,
unless if your
because
actual
it's,
career is here,
unless you're on the outskirts where kind of the ships come in and stuff like that, you know.
No.
Otherwise, you would probably think Upra would be the best because.
And also, as far as like odd jobs are concerned,
Yeah.
Upra is probably better for that.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, I'll suggest to Echo that like, yeah, going to Upra is probably the best option because there they would have some odd jobs for us to do, maybe some uh unfortunately maybe some more laborious work, but I feel like more people might be drawn into your music too. It might even help some of the people
Yes.
work.
Yes, I am proficient in any musical instrument out there. Unfortunately, well, I was only able to buy this guitar at a reasonable price.
I've always wanted to learn the violin myself.
Mm, violin is kind of mid for me. That's if that's how was it the newest generation have said.
I wouldn't know. I don't really. I know only some of the slang of the youngins. Uh, I've had difficulty picking up on that myself, but it sounds right.
At this point,
Yes.
Um,
Al- Also, if we do procure a ship, they look straight at the map. We could always go to Rutunia, or if we want to be, well, go to my home planet, if that's how you humanoids call it. We could always go to Phenopia.
I was always fascinated by there. I would also really like to go to Zipso, but I understand that uh,
Yes, there
that's
is
not
a
out of
certain
that's not in the
someone.
question.
Yes, it is certainly out of the question, as I detected high levels of stress from, well, even just mentioning Zysith, to the elf.
Hmm. I'm surprised you would have actually picked up on that, considering that
Yeah,
I even had to use my own aura reading skills to pick up on it myself.
at this
You're
point,
very observant.
Margaret comes back and says, I'm so sorry, Echo. I don't seem to have any information on that here, on the Echo units. I really wish I could help
that
more.
is fine.
If you're looking for more information on it, I mean, there is another option. I mean, as you know, our computers are tied to the supercomputer planet of Tribanope. So you could always go there and see if you can find any more on there. But it's like, I mean, if all of our information here is gathered, for here, there must be something more there. I don't know.
Do you think that
It's just a
oh
bigger
crap,
library, right?
I had just looked it up
Huh?
or looked at it, the Steel Planet.
Kitov?
Yeah, Kitov. Do you also think that Kitov might have information? I know that they
They might,
produce a lot
since
of
that's
androids
where.
themselves.
Yeah, since that's where the androids kind of originally came from, I think.
At least the androids made in this galaxy, yes.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point. Could Echo be possibly from beyond the Noir Curtain? Hmm. I say that as thinking more out loud, not as like a question to them. Like
She's just like,
that's
"What?"
more of like a because like
Um,
Robert likes to do that a lot, where he
if you,
just
I will say this. Think of it like the Noir Curtain. There's nothing past it. If you think about it, like,
that we know
shut up. Anyway,
of. Once again, Robert is definitely into.
I don't have a
wacky,
map
crazy
that big
things.
to make a whole universe. I have this one galaxy. Come on.
Well, Robert is known to have his crazy conspiracy theories, so he would at least think that there's something beyond that.
Wasn't that up to Reginald?
I
No, I'm
don't
just kidding.
think
No,
if
Both of us do that.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Both of us have our crazy theories.
But yeah, she suggests Tribanope might be a good look.
well, I do have one other thing that you could look at. Margarita.
Margarita. She kind of smiles, but like she's like, all right. What would that
Yes.
be?
Hold up.
let me get
How
Margaret
do
back.
I upload a file to computer?
Um,
This system is very different than what I'm used to.
you actually, oh,
Whoops.
that's not how you upload
Jesus.
the thing to the.
Whoops.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
This is Margaret.
Yes,
Huh.
margarita.
See, I don't drink, thank you, but but no, I mean, we don't really allow the public to upload things to our computers.
Well, let me pull up image.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do have like a almost kind of like a watch. Like each one of you have like a watch that like you kind of it's required in order to go to space. It almost works
Does it have like a hologram that pops out of it, kind of like the one in Gen 7?
it
or
pops.
is it more
It shows
like...
it shows map. It has map areas of like basically high civilized planets. Like high like basically planets with that have cities that are like almost like a utopia kind of thing. Not a utopia. What's the word? A metropolis. Like it would have metropolis-based cities on your map for sure on your phone. There's definitely a map on for why now I'm like blanking. Got the galaxy map here. On Anno, there's a map on your thing. Watch from Anno. And you can definitely, as you go to kind of look up Upra, there's definitely a map for Upra as well. Other things,
I also kind of... Oh,
other-
sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Other things that you guys should know, just in general as the players, these watches also act as your Pokédexes, as well as like your phones. And you can take pictures with them too and stuff, with like cameras and also. Basically, it's a smartwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
will
it's got the entire
also...
Pokédex in there.
I will also lean in to Echo, making sure no one else hears, including Margaret. Even though she might maybe already know about my fascination with this place.
Oh, she would have gone
But-
back to her desk after
Okay.
telling you about that. So if you need anything else from her, you just let her
Yeah.
know.
I'll still be quiet when saying this because it's something that not many people should be hearing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, also, Echo, if you keep this just between the two of us, I quite really want to go to Earth. Even though it's not necessarily legal to do so, because I kind of have my own personal fascination with that place.
See,
It's like
well,
looking into the past, Bunch of primitive
I-
people.
Echo,
I
you would know
see.
about the there's like laws and stuff written into your system, essentially your body. You would know about a cultural pact that makes it so Earth can't really be gone to.
Yeah, that and the other place that Robert has almost even more fascination with, which is World Anvil's not loading, so I keep on forgetting the name of that planet too. But the rock type planet
Yep.
is also
Thirth.
bounds. Yeah, Thirth. Oh yeah, duh, it's just Thirth. Yeah, Thirth and Earth both kind of fascinating. Robert.
Thirth.
I see. I will keep this secret within my memory banks.
Yes, good.
Also, I must ask: have you ever seen this? Wait, kind of go, and then it brings up an image. Mr. GM Man, you stop me if you want. It's the image of Echo's pod.
Yep. So
But it has the
what he pulls up a
symbol
picture
thing
of, Robert, is it's a picture of the almost looks like a spaceship pod. Like you know what people send out their dead in space, they send it out on that kind of thing. It almost looks
Or like an
one of
escape
those,
pod looking thing.
yeah, an
too,
escape
possibly.
pod kind of thing.
Yeah.
I guess it more looks like an escape pod. And on the side you see a GI.
Do you know anything of a GI?
Gastrointestinal. um,
Oh
I
my
am
god.
not talking about diseases.
No.
yeah, unfortunately, when it comes to technology, I'm probably the last person on this entire space station you want to ask about. I'm pretty sure even a literal child would probably know more than me. Sadly.
I'm not asking about technology. I am asking for any general knowledge.
You can make me a general education, Sean, if you want.
Yeah, sure. I forgot if that was 2 or 3. Check here.
While you're doing that, I need to pull
Still just 2.
something up.
Okay. I need to make that 3 at some point. Ooh. Yeah, does an 11 tell me anything about that
Give me
besides
a sec because
gastrointestinal?
Give me 1 sec because I think I actually have a chart that shows me technically the
like the difficulty
yeah,
chart?
difficulty charts and stuff. Okay. Let me pull it up quick.
I had looked that up at one time too, and I forgot. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what is your check?
It was an 11.
No, I'm sorry. What is your rank?
Oh,
novice, adept,
untrained.
expert. Untrained?
Yeah.
You said 11?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know where the GI comes from.
Okay. Yeah, sadly, I do not. I can't think of anything that GI would stand for. Not any planet or. Yeah. Sadly, I don't think I can help you there, but maybe that's another thing that we can learn on either Tribanope or Kitav.
Well. Margarita.
She looks up and you make me a what kind of checks? Sorry, I gotta look that up with the for my reference stuff. Make me an intuition check.
Oh, intuition is what I'm good at. Hold up. Yes, 3. I'm gonna look.
You can tell her she has a little twitch in her eyebrow at you calling her Margarita. Like she's like, "What can I help you with?"
Do you know anything of a GI? Turns over, points at the image.
She searches her systems and let me make a roll.
Oh, general information. That could be that too. Jeez.
Damn.
She just mentions that she finds general information. I mean, she points out where that is in the library.
Oh.
Still don't know if that would apply, but it's the only other GI I can think of.
I mean, we can look for a few minutes.
Yeah, it seems like Adolphin is. Yeah. Taking a while with his book.
I can always let him know where you guys are.
Yeah,
you want.
just tell him to look in the general information section.
Okay. You guys go and search the general information.
Which is probably a very packed section full of stuff. But
Yeah, this area is big. It's basically filled with basically the ins and outs of, like general. It's basically, how when you go to there's like a Pokemon school in the games, it
Mm,
tells you
mhm.
the stuff about the different typing effects, like how if you're strong against one type, you'll do extra damage, or if you're weak against that type, dealing the damage will be actually half as much and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like
Um,
explaining like status conditions and
Status
whatnot.
conditions, capturing Pokemon. Yeah,
Ooh, a book on cooking?
I mean, sure.
I'll look for that.
Just like an in general
Actually,
book, not an
no.
advanced
I would
stuff, but
specifically more look for a book on tea making, not cooking.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely like in like a history of teas kind of book.
Yeah, I'll just browse that, knowing that we're not gonna find anything on Echo. I'll
Yeah.
browse the.
I'm
Um.
gonna look for any Echo related stuff and general
Sean or
see what's there.
Robert, roll me a general education on the book you're reading. See if you can find anything neat. Okay. So in this tea history book, you can a lot of the tea actually comes from Zeovis, because since it is a planet of grass, you know, of like plant and stuff, you can find a lot of it there. Some of it is also found on, I mean, because like obviously different teas from different sources. Um, there's teas on, or like there's plants and you know stuff made from tea for trying to find the planet and Yemia. Yemia is a planet entirely. Basically, it's like a planet made almost. It's like 90% or 80% water.
Oh, that planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. CT. um,
Yep.
you know, I'm gonna look up in that book because I would maybe assume that this book would have it
Mm-hmm.
because it is one of the most popular types of teas, at least on Earth. But maybe it's popular in the entire universe or galaxy.
Yep.
I am going to look up different species of Petlil,
Pet Lil.
like
Okay.
the Petlil from around the galaxy.
Okay.
Hey, no offense here.
So I'll need basically yeah you'll find oh actually yeah I mean that's that'll probably be in a book similar to what Adolphin has.
Ah,
It's the
yeah, that makes sense because that is.
well
a
he's
book
got
about
he's
plant
got a
Pokemon
plant he's got the book on Zeovis for sure. If you're looking specifically for a book
Yeah,
based on
I'm
different
looking for like a
kinds.
variety of that type of Pokemon
Okay.
and like per planet
You go
specifically.
as you go to search for that book. We go back to Adolphin if you're good and ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Adolphin,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm pronouncing it right because I'm thinking I decided I have like there's definitely a like a song that's I don't know from your name, the Edelweiss. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm
Yes,
surprised you
that's
actually
that's
know that song,
that's
but
that's
It's
a
from
good
the Sound of Music.
that's a good way of thinking about it.
It's the Sound of Music, Edelweiss.
yeah, yeah. I just didn't know you knew the Sound of Music. Like, I
Of
was
course I
surprised
did.
when you
My
said.
mom ingrained it into my skull.
Well,
She's like,
it's a
it's
good
her
thing to
favorite
have
movie
ingrained.
of
It's a
all
good
time.
song.
So yeah,
It's a
You
great song.
poor boy.
right? My mom's a Karen.
Such a good. She's literally. Her name is Karen.
Um,
But no, I like Adel. I like the Sound of Music.
back
It's a good
to
song.
the ambient music. So we go back to Adelphin.
Mm-hmm.
As you're looking inside of this book, and is there anything specific you'd like to learn about Zeovis? You know it's a mangrove. You know that this planet has most of the grass type Pokemon in the galaxy.
And it neighbors Ice so
Yeah,
much
not
to your
happy about that.
chagrin, but
Yeah, much to my chagrin, it does unfortunately neighbor my home planet. Um, what would I like to learn most about this place?
By the way, you were donated a hero point or a Pokeball.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
And then the
And he
the
also
lovely
donated me one
Scooby,
too.
I also gave him a Jinx point,
So
so
I've
now he
got
has
three.
3 Jinx points.
Of course, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Equal and balanced.
yeah, that's
Um.
exactly what I said. Actually, yeah.
Oh, geez, what would I like to learn more about the Cross Planet? I yeah. Best play to start is at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. Um,
Sorry.
I'm glad one of you got that reference.
Well, considering that we were just talking about it,
Oh, damn it!
Yes.
No, yeah, okay, I got
Oops.
it now. Shit. All right.
Sorry.
No,
I'm
you're good.
quite glad one of you got that reference.
No, I got it
Um,
now. I was like, shit.
yeah, you got it now. Yeah. Um, so by that I mean the capital, and
hmm.
where then the best place to explore from that point onwards.
So the book tells you for sure that um this planet doesn't really necessarily have a capital. Since it is a mangrove, it's more of a uh, when you go to look for cities, is
Hmm.
that kind of what you're looking for, like cities and stuff? It's
Well,
more. Oh,
um, it's interesting because you say it's a mangrove. It's the planet is basically a mangrove planet, but to me that doesn't make sense because how can a whole planet just be a mangrove? Surely there should be places of solid ground for plants that other than
yeah.
the water-like plants to grow. So I'm like, okay, where are the cities based? Where which is
The
the
cities.
main hub? The main
Um,
hub of places to go and then move out
yeah.
from there.
So the main hub, you discover that this planet is basically like, it's kind of, it's more or less kept its nature part of the galaxy. This one doesn't have a whole lot of technology on it. Most of the cities are actually villages, and
Oh, all right.
the
Hmm.
how they live on there. It's like if you think about like a dock system where they kind of, it's like it might be connect, like the buildings might be
Oh yeah,
connected
it's
to the trees,
just
almost like a
it's one
tree city.
it's one giant archipelago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like a
fun.
swampy archipelago. Yeah.
Hmm.
I personally, like me, Sean,
There
would absolutely hate this place.
there is also it's not, it is a giant mangrove, but there are like bits and pieces for rocks and stuff because they obviously did
Hmm.
do research on this planet and stuff. There are like rocky things like in areas underneath. So there are
Hmm.
some like aquatic beings that live there, like they're called the going back to my races. Doop doop doo. They are um sorry. They are the man ray race. They're basically
Oh yeah.
people that resemble mermaids, but they're more manta rays.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh really?
they
On
live
the
under
land
on
one? Oh.
yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh.
they're from mostly Yemia, the water planet, but you will find like different races on each different planet. It's just the planet that that you go to will have more of that race, than the others. So they have man ray races living in underneath, and like, so they're basically like underground bubbled cities. So you can go down there if you have a way to go down and get to those cities. But there's underground cave systems. There's there's cave systems.
Okay.
There's cities. But
Okay.
other than that, most of the plant life is above the water, or like seaweed
Okay.
and stuff like that. Yeah. Otherwise, it's just one big lake. There's no seawater. It's like
Yeah, I want to go there.
yeah.
Yeah, I have enough. I have enough information. That's all I
Alright,
need.
cool.
So despite its location, it's still something that you'd like to go to.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, good,
That's cool.
because that's a place that I feel like
All
I
right.
want to go to early too. Actually,
Are you gonna spend any more time here, or are you gonna kind of go out and let them know what you were?
Am I still in the library?
Yep, you're still in the library. You're still in that one room.
No, I found if I have I feel that I've gained enough information about I want to call it so, but I know that's wrong. It's my planet.
It's
I
called
feel I've gained enough
Zeovis.
information about. Sorry,
That's Zeovis. Zeovis.
Ziovis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel I've gained enough information about Ziovis that I'm good to leave
Nice.
and find it.
Okay.
Have I been alone for the entire time?
Yeah, you're still in the room.
Okay.
Yep.
I emerge energetic.
Luthu, I was gonna
and
say Luthu
enthusiastic.
was tucked into your shirt. Actually, I think at one point he would have kind of crawled around your neck and tried to get into your shirt.
Oh, I'd let him.
Nice. Yeah, it's so
I'd absolutely
warm.
let him. Yeah,
All right, and then yeah,
I'm used to him doing that too.
All right. Go back to as we go back to Robert and Echo. Let me get my music back. There we go. Oops. There we go. Robert and Echo, you hear a click come from the room that that Adelfin came from, and he comes walking out, all super energetic. Actually, he looks really happy.
well,
Echo puts their arms in the air, go Adol.
hello.
Wow. Hi, I've never. That's quite the greeting. Hi. Hello, Echo. I haven't been gone for very long.
For me, time is meaningless, but still, it is good to see you, biological life form named Adol.
Echo, you don't need to keep saying that. You just need to say Adelfin or Adel. It's fine.
Oh,
You don't
yes,
need to say
you told
biological
me
form
that.
Adelfin. It's just Adel.
Also, mind if I ask you a question?
You can always ask. I don't know if I'll be able to give an answer.
Do you know anything? Pulls up that smartwatch and pulls up a hologram image of GI. Do you know anything about
Yep.
this?
As Echo pulls up the screen. Oh, and I should also mention, you all have a watch. It's like a smartwatch. It's what
Okay.
stored your Pokédex. It's your phone. It's also your camera, stuff like that.
Oh my god, it's Thunderbirds. Carry on.
Yeah. So he, or they, Echo, pulls up a picture on his phone. It's like a hologram picture, and it's an escape pod with some like almost like dirt in the background. Like it's like in some dirt, and the grass. Well, the grass actually looks a bit like darkish, almost like a marsh swamp kind of dark grass, like a dark green. And on the side of this escape pod, you see the initials GI.
GI. Okay. Do I recognize anything about this?
You can roll me a what I have you do, Sean. General education.
Yeah, it was general education.
Yeah, you can do general education for me.
Okay, I'm pretty good at general that. Okay, cool. Sorry, if the Dutch phrases come out, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have been working all day, and I've literally just walked in about half an hour ago. So
I
I'm
think
still-
it's kinda funny when you do that.
Is there a Dutch anagram
Ooh,
for
15.
GI?
Ooh. Oh.
Hey,
Yep.
but 15. What can I do with a 15? A 15. 15. Fuck.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like you don't know it. You've heard it before because over at your planet, the higher ups, they've kind of made like dealings with them before. But you don't know the full thing, but the You know of a scientist. His name is Grail. That's all you really
Grail.
know. Grail, yeah.
Okay. It's a Grail. Indigo, Grail,
Industries, maybe?
Industries, Grail, Invisible. I have no idea, but Grail something. Grail something. It looks like that.
Or Incorporated, maybe? Maybe it's a
I
corporation.
assume that this smartwatch could also access the internet, right?
Yeah.
It's,
I actually totally forgot about
it's
that.
a scientist,
That
I
would be
think.
totally possible.
Yeah. This is Google.
Yeah.
Hey,
give it
with how
Google.
smartwatches are going right now, I
Yeah.
would not be surprised.
Yeah, so you
What's
look
the
up
Pokemon
Grail.
equivalent to Google?
Do you look up Grail or what do you look up? I guess you. I don't...
And it just put an I.
I guess you did. You did say scientist, so yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yes,
look up
I would have mentioned they
scientist
were the
Grail.
scientists, yes.
You find a bunch of stuff on Grail. Actually, it's like he's a scientist who helped make a bunch of what the current discoveries we have today. He helped. Basically, he didn't build Tribanope, but he helped in all these discoveries that people made, like spaceships and space travel, stuff like that.
I'll look at it and be like, oh, that Grail. I
Yeah, now
wasn't
you
really
know who it is.
following that. But yes, I know who that. Yeah, he's one of the biggest names in modern slash future science. Like,
It would be modern in this time.
well, but like he's been like making like advancements towards the future.
Oh, well, yeah, true.
So like it's like yeah, like I primarily stick to
Futuristic
learning about
modern.
the past, but yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Intriguing.
I see. Well, I assume this is my creator.
Possibly, he probably has made a lot of different advancements on the android population, so I guess I wouldn't be super surprised. I have no idea where we would be able to find him though.
Yes, especially since I have been in Finopia for around 90 years.
You
So
said
he
90.
could be possibly be dead.
I was like, I had to look at my message quick because I remember you saying 25 to 30, and I swear you said 90 just now.
That's what I heard too.
I heard that too.
For Finopia, it's a lot more longer. The short end of the
funny.
stick is Rutonia, because it was like for androids it looks like a brief period of time, but for biological life forms, not a. It's
Yeah,
a bit.
you. I will say that if you want to go halfway, I will say 40 years is fine. Because you would have in your watch, there would be like a timer for how long you've been kind of alive as well, or at least awake or whatever.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
No, that's no. It's just that's just relating to something I was watching before I
Oh.
before I,
Just
I
saying all
was like,
these things.
that's-
Just, whoa.
Well, I only
AI,
been alive
great,
for
cool.
about 40 years. Oh well, yeah, 40 years. I've been on Finopia for a considerable amount of time.
When you say that, I kind of just look disheartened. I'm like, so that still makes me the oldest in this group.
Sorry about that.
By the way,
Ah.
I clap my hand on Adolphin's shoulder, and like,
I instantly tense up.
yeah, I just wanted to. This goes for you as well, Echo. That the journey we're about to undertake is big. Like, I don't take it lightly. This will be difficult. And I just want to make sure that you're not jumping into anything that you won't be able to handle.
I am cautious, especially since I lived on a planet that is literally a graveyard.
Good point. But
Well-
then I just turned to Adolphin. Like,
The adventure is always something to be cherished.
well then great. So then welcome aboard. And I've always wanted an assistant, so
Yes.
and I'm not talking about you, Gizmo.
Quack.
Wonderful. And I sort of shift out from underneath your grip.
Hip, hip, hooray.
All right. Well, then I guess the first thing we ought to do is go to Upra and try to procure some travel.
About that, what do we need? Oh, I remember. I need health potions. Where can I buy health potions?
Oh,
Ah,
that's a good point. Do they have like a general
Yeah, of course they'd have like a
Store?
Pokemart.
thing? Yeah.
You would
Yes,
you lived here for 25 years. You definitely know there's a
Yeah.
Pokemart around.
I'll take Adolphin and Echo to the Pokemart. And
Oh,
and
but,
get what we need.
Margaret.
but
It's a-
Echo.
Oh yeah, we also need the goggles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
true, true, true.
they actually just showed up.
Yeah, I forgot.
As
That's
she
why we
kind
were
of
spending
pulls
time in the
out
library.
like like these 3 boxes just out of her desk, and she hands them over to you guys, and you each have a pair of Go Goggles, which can be used.
Thank you, Margaret.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, said her name right.
Go Goggles. I think I put them in the items, but they're a Pokemon item that can be used by the players as well. They help avoid like sandstorm damage, hail. I don't know if it helps with hail, but like weather effects, stuff like that. It makes it so you don't take weather effect damage.
Yeah.
Very useful.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But yeah,
then, yeah,
but
she
I'll,
says,
I'll,
"Good
I'll
luck."
take them to the mart. By the way, how much do I have? No money either.
Well,
I
you
forgot how
bought some
much we
before.
agreed
Did you?
that
I forgot. You said you didn't spend
cost.
anything, right?
Not
Right.
yet. So I
Okay.
forgot how much we said the reanimator costs.
I will say 2,000.
Okay, so I still have 1,000 of
Yeah.
spending money.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I have.
I
some.
have not spent anything.
Nice. All right, so you guys are just going straight to the Pokemon Center then?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh,
If that's
cool.
the best place to buy potions, yeah.
All right, so first
But,
we gotta redeem a magic box. Schoolie, thank you. Something suitable for Adolphin's research joy. Work distracted at the
Oh,
time.
Something
whatsoever.
suitable for plant.
Thank you, Skilleye.
You know what? I think you might like this. It's a there's a item. It's basically a Sean. You'll have to help me remember what it's actually called, but it's basically a planter.
Yeah, like the portable berry
It's a
maker
portable
thing.
berry planter. Yeah,
Or
so you
berry
can plant
grower?
berry
Yeah,
trees.
yeah. I forgot where that was, but I did have
Berries in the PTU.
one in the
Sorry.
past.
Berries in the PTU, Edward. They can basically you can have your Pokemon hold them, and then during the battle they can eat them whenever they want to. But you can do it as like whatever kind of action it says. I think it's like a.
I also just found it.
Something.
It also can grow apricorns too.
Yeah.
So if you were, yeah,
Apricorns can be used to make Pokeballs.
and technically
other
you
kind
need
of
to have a
balls.
skill to do it, but or like
Yeah.
edge,
That-
but
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And very much on brand, I feel, for Adolphin right now.
yeah.
So yeah, you have a.
That's funny. You just walk into the Pokemart and
berry
it's just like,
planter,
you're
I
the
think.
100th customer. Here you go.
Let me just make sure.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Walk into the Pokemon and then, welcome, congratulations, you are the 1 millionth customer for visiting this market. Congratulations, here's what you won.
Yeah, it's
And
called.
Adolphin,
Yeah.
being the complete and utter naive idiot that he is, just goes, oh, Thank you very much. What is it? And then gets the whole spiel.
The
Yeah,
berry
yeah.
and then you hear like the same voice you heard from before when you were traveling around. A berry planter is a portable device, or this one is a portable device that allows you to plant apricorns and berries. Berries can help you in help you heal your Pokemon, or they can help you cure like status effects and stuff like that. They're very helpful, and you can use them to create poffins and making food items like cooking, like for cooking.
Wonderful. I will be sure to find out how to use this properly. Thank you very much. And I will try and store it in my massive bag, which I will inevitably have because.
Yeah, it definitely
Eventually.
fits in there. Nice. So yeah,
Hi,
you
Ghost.
now have a portable grower / berry planter.
Nice.
Cat moment.
Cat moment. Hello. So hey guys.
Vertex.
Yeah. So as you guys walk into the Pokemart.
I look very, very lost. Look to Robert, and who also now looks who looks also a bit stuck.
I just noticed that when you said that.
But
We can
real
still hear
quick,
you though,
Mr.
Sean.
Man.
Okay.
Yep. What's up? Sorry.
Real quick, Echo kind of just stops at the entrance of the Pokemart and goes, "I don't have any money to go ahead and procure anything that you need. I'll be out here playing a guitar."
With Navi. Your cat named Navi.
Navi cat. So yeah, Navi just follows you out there. Or else. Whoops. Yeah. So yeah,
Might
it is.
I roll a charm check to see if she can pull in an accidental crowd?
Sure, go ahead. Accidental crowd. Oh gosh, that's right.
I have a 15, my friend.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that. Anyway, so Robert.
Well,
and
I
Adolf-
will. So Adolphin will turn to Robert, looking very, very lost and confused, and say, potions. Where can I get those?
Those?
um,
I might have froze when
Yeah.
you said what it was that you were looking for.
he's looking for
Potions. Where can I get those?
Oh, potions. Well, potions would be probably over on this shelf over here. This is where a lot of the various healing items can be found. And as far as Pokeballs, which you might be needing a few, could be found probably over by there, which is more of the, like, kind of practical. Well, actually, most of that section is probably all just balls, because there's so many different kinds now. Was I coming in very choppy there?
No, we heard you.
No,
Okay.
no, you weren't coming in very choppy. It was just what you were saying. My brain just went hee balls.
Oh. See, to me, it's just totally normal talking about, different types of Pokemon balls,
Yeah.
Anyway.
this is why you have somebody who does not really familiar with Pokemon coming on.
Yeah, it's great.
Uh,
The lens that you get to look at this with it's always fascinating, and I love it.
Very different.
all right. Well, if you
But
want.
yeah, okay.
So,
I will be asking Robert for advice as a asking him for his recommendations about how many the Pokemon balls do I need to have? How many health potions? What type of the best? What health potions are the best? And asking lots of questions
Yeah.
about what would be the best thing to get, or what is the most advisable thing to get.
Well, for now,
I will say right now that this is a big hub area. So you can mainly find most Pokeballs and different type of balls here.
I
Same
will
with
say
potions
that,
and stuff like that.
like,
so.
I'll show Adolfin to the balls first because
Okay.
they have a greater variety than. Yes, I'll show Adolfin the balls. I'm that kind of teacher.
Oh, please,
Oh,
Robert,
no, please.
not here, not here in public.
Oh gosh. We're gonna go back out to Echo for a bit. Echo, make me
Am I spoiling your game? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just laughing and having fun.
Yo, what's up?
Well, at least I'm not a juggler. of
Roll
balls,
me
I mean-
a roll me a focus check
All right, enough.
Focus?
to find out how well you
what's
play right now.
focus? Huh?
For finding out how well you're playing your guitar. Not bad.
I have an 11, my good friend.
Yeah. And with that 15, yeah, you pull in a decent crowd. It's surprising because there didn't, for a second, a bit ago, there wasn't a lot of people around. And it's interesting because I forgot we're still technically on sorry. We're still on Anno. Because I forgot there you just literally left and you were gonna play the guitar at Upra, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. You're fine. And yeah, a bunch of people come. You're in a good spot where it's kind of far away from the library, so it's, you know, you're able to get in some people who are just kind of hanging out. Hey! Thanks for the follow.
Hey,
VTuber Suzanne? I'm gonna butcher that, I'm sorry. But yes, thank you. Yeah, you pull in a pretty decent amount. Let me roll. You know what, yeah. You get 50 poke from that. Not a whole lot, but you can keep playing if you want to try and earn some more.
Echo's going to keep playing regardless.
Okay. So then we'll go back to Robert and Adolfin. You guys are kind of searching the
Okay.
Pokemart
So-
for things you can buy.
So I will, show you to the variety of different Pokeballs, and I'm like, this red one here is just kind of like your standard fare. It's the cheapest.
This is the one you would
So
have
if you're
seen in
looking
the
for-
simulation, Adolfin.
So when it
Pokeball.
comes to affordability, this is definitely the best option. But this blue one here is better, but also equally more expensive. And then the yellow and black one is probably the best you can get. That is still just kind of like the standard. But it is also about like 800 poke, so a little on the big, more expensive side.
Well, I've got a small amount of money, so so in order to prevent this becoming a shopping episode, because
No, I know.
that will
I was thinking of that.
inevitably bore
Yeah,
me.
You guys will be able
Um,
to buy your stuff outside of the game when we're
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
So that-
I
And you
will
can
also say, if
you
you
can
buy
also buy
10
it.
of the Pokeballs, you
Yeah.
also do sometimes get a complimentary extra ball too.
Oh yeah, you would actually have
Oh.
seen that walking in. There's a sign that says every 10 Pokeballs you get a Premier Ball.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it
that
does
sounds
work
like a
in
very
bulk.
good
So
deal.
like if you get 20 or if you get 10 or higher, like even getting 15 will get you one, but usually then if you get 20, you'll get 2, 30, 3, you know, something like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds a very good deal.
Yeah. So,
It's a very, very good deal, and I will spend time shopping around
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
doing the stuff. I'll let you know what I decide.
yeah, no problem. And then as to finish so we don't
I
do
can
the
only
shopping
afford
episode
5
like you were saying.
Pokeballs, so
We'll go back
so I
to
can get-
we'll go back to Echo. Roll me another charm.
Darn. All
Yep.
right. 12.
Okay. A couple people have left. But most of the crowd is still stuck around. Can you roll me one more focus check?
Also, can we hear what Echo's doing from inside the bar?
Yeah, you can definitely hear it.
Yeah, nice.
Oh wow, the marketplace is quiet then.
12.
Well, he's playing like right outside the door, so it's. I think. He's
Yeah, but marketplace is loud.
Actually, that's
Marketplace is
true.
a
I
loud
guess it kind of
places.
depends on, yeah.
We are also
I
at
was
an
thinking more like
information
convenience
library
store, but-
area, so it's kind of a quiet space
Yeah.
kind of thing. So.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Where's my item
Yeah,
signature?
people are cheering and actually kind of like, oh, this guy's cool. I will do this. You did pretty good that time. 120
Whoa.
poke.
Alright, let me put that on my sheet.
Nice.
Not bad.
So 170 in total because you got the 50 from before. And at this point, Robert and Adolfin have come walking out of the store with their purchases, and you can definitely hear them a lot louder. You see this giant crowd, and this is not something you were possibly expecting.
Well, it seems like you can pull in quite the crowd here, Echo. I'm impressed. I mean, I already did enjoy your music from before, even though it's not quite my preferred type of music. But you are very talented, Echo.
Echo keeps playing, but it doesn't need to look. Just looks straight at you, at the both of you and goes, yes, I can play any type of music as though desired. I wish, though, that I didn't get a guitar and had a DJ table instead.
Can you play Can you play a tango?
A what?
Tango.
you, Echo, you would know.
General
what a tango
information
is.
check.
Sure. I was just gonna give it to you, but go ahead.
I just think it's so funny that like.
Hey, guess what? Guess what? On general
Hey,
information.
Adolfin's educated, all right? Adolfin is educated.
You don't know what a tango is, but you definitely can play one.
Can you remind me what a tango is?
It is a very fuck you, dude. But
Hey, you brought that on yourself.
I did. I brought it on myself. Absolutely, I did. Well, a tango is a very forthright dance in which two partners express. Well, I'm not going to say they express feelings for each other, but it's a very, very regimented, very skillful dance between two partners along the dance floor. Very well, I would say very Latinate, but whatever Latinate is in this world.
Latin it? Latin. I guess. I mean, everything is basically all the same. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
So Adolfin will then.
It might
will
be a
then start-
term that comes from Earth, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Adolfin will start describing the rhythm.
Actually, you
and
know what?
We'll actually beat out the rhythm.
Latin
tango.
as a if you're thinking of as a setting kind of situation, that would be actually probably the closest in my mind. Luchabos / Diamabos. It's a very Latin-looking planet.
Okay. Adolfin has no
kind
clue
of
about
true,
that.
actually.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Adolfin has no clue about that, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the
he was
tango
Yeah.
is something that actually is quite liked on my home planet. When we're not doing the death's tango, so people will be dancing the regular tango instead.
Oh, wow, amazing.
Yeah, that's like the only nice.
Dude, son. Oh no.
Yeah, we lost Sean.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's unfortunate.
He'll be back, I'm sure. Let me fix this quick. I will just do this really quick. Remove pinned. Sorry.
Ah.
And then remove pin. And then I will pin me.
Oh wow,
I know.
this is not a good look.
This is not a good look. My bad. I'm just doing this quick. And then I will hide. There. There we go. As he goes to explain the tango on his planet, he kind of, I guess, thinks about his planet again. And he's just like, you know what? I'll get back to you on that.
No, of course, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, Echo, as you're playing, you don't know what a tango is, but you get the feeling that you basically muscle memory it, and you start playing the tango. It's actually really quite smooth. And you can see Navi actually is really enjoying it. So Navi is actually kind of almost dancing with her own like self, as a tango.
This is very interesting. Thank you for the musical lesson, Adel.
In fact,
Thank you. I'm not really a music person, really, to be honest.
get another
But
50 poke.
you're most welcome.
Because that interesting switch captivated some people. So you get another 50.
I'm getting money.
And then at that point,
100.
nice. And then at that point, when you finish, the crowd starts dispersing, and it is just the two of you, or the three of you again.
Oh, Sean's back.
Hello.
Hi, Sean. Welcome back.
He's connecting.
Hi, Sean. Welcome back.
But yeah. John?
Yeah, I'm back now. Hello.
Oh, hello. I was like,
Hey, bud.
we don't hear you.
Yeah, my
yeah.
computer decided to hate me for a little while there.
Oh,
That was kind of fun.
That was fun.
yeah. As soon as I was like talking crap about my home planet, like all of a sudden Zoom is just like, nah.
But yeah, anyway, so I kind of just, and like, basically, yeah, oops, there we go. Sorry. Yeah, so, not River, Echo has just finished playing his tango and made an extra 50 poke. And then the crowd has dispersed now, since they had finished.
But yeah. Well, my suggestion then, now that we have the supplies that we need, I recommend we head to Upra and maybe try to work for a spaceship, or at least negotiate for one.
Lead the way, Professor.
Yes. All right. Well, and then I'll lead us to the. Oh gosh, I forgot what you called them last time. The light system or the light.
Yeah, they're called the light roads.
Light road. Yeah, the light roads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take us there. Do they have like little like vehicle things, or is it mostly
No,
just
it's
like
like-
a walking path?
It's like a walking path. It's basically more like
Yeah.
like the escalators you just stand on and they just bring you along.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like at airports and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So, as you guys step on one of them,
It just travels through a very long portion of space.
yeah. Oh, sorry, wrong thing. Wrong theme. You guys step on this pathway. It almost looks like an open like gate where it's like there's like a force field keeping the air out, or keeping the vacuum out and the air in. But as you step through it, because you can obviously tell this light rail or this light road, and coming upon it, there's a sign that says step quickly, and it will basically just pull you along. And yeah, as you go through space, it takes about a half an hour, and you guys can see, going from one space station to the next, the different planets in the far back. Like even though they are like millions and light years away, stuff like that, you can see them still pretty much. As I will pull up the map again.
Adolfin has no concept of space, so this is just fascinating to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been on one of these either, so it's like, well, and honestly, the last time I was on a spaceship at all, even though it was basically just like a little shuttle thing, was many years ago, like 30 something years ago.
Yeah, so traveling from Anau to Upra, I will mainly consider it where it is on the map right now, because there's no light, so it's a little harder. You know, like when you're in the space station, it was a little harder to see. But traveling from the light road in between Anau and Upra, you see the it's like a flying ship, traveling in the opposite direction that the space stations are traveling. And yeah, it's just a giant spaceship that looks about the size, or maybe like half the size of the space station. But it's a decent ways out there. Yeah, you would know what
I
it
would
is.
know what that one is, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I point that out, and then just kind of like, that right there is the Vanguard terminal. That's
What's that?
As you look out, it's hard to see from underneath because it kind of flies over the space stations as it goes in the opposite directions. You can't see me because I was trying to show my like.
You were trying to do hand actions.
Yeah, I should probably just keep it this size so I can do my hand actions. You know, like it's like the space station up here, or the space Vanguard terminal up here, space stations down there. They're kind of like orbiting in a reverse. And as you pass it, it's hard to see from down here. You can make a perception check if you'd like. It won't be too difficult.
No.
Oh, damn it.
I won't do a perception check because Adolfin is just
Okay.
Adolfin is just fascinated, and this is all completely new to him.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, you both just see the underside of the ship, but it almost looks like there's four. Essentially, it's hard to describe what it is. It almost looks like an aurora pushing out of 4 cylinders through space. It's like a force. It's like a force. Because there's no air, so there's no flame, so they use like a gravity pusher kind of thing, and it's pushing it through space backwards, the opposite way of where you were going. But yeah, it's humongous. And I would say you could ask Robert about it, but he kind of is captivated.
A bit distracted right now.
Yeah, he's captivated and he sees all this different stuff. Because he hasn't really left space either. He just knows about the Vanguard terminal. So he sees, and what you see in the kind of corners, as you kind of look around too, you see a planet. It's a green planet with like a slightly yellowish halo kind of around it. You see a planet that almost looks like half the planet is lit up, and it almost looks like the light is being pulled away from it. You see another planet that's kind of a goldish pink, almost like looks like a kaleidoscope. And then you see another planet. They're kind of orbiting a nebula that almost looks like a spinning tornado. You would know that because from your books and stuff, you would know that as the Helix Nebula. And the three planets. Sorry, what?
I start like Elefin just starts talking about, that's the Helix Nebula, that's the Helix, and just starts spouting off a whole lot of facts about the Helix Nebula. It's like, yes, when the gas where the way the gas is all swirled together to create new stars, they create this weird sort of inverted helix that just keeps moving around. It's very, very interesting, and just spouts off a whole bunch of
Yes.
science facts about
Yeah.
Real
the guys,
quick,
and then he sees the other
Neil.
ones. Yeah.
I am from
Yes.
the Helix Nebula. That is where Philadelphia is.
Yeah, and Echo points to the
Oh,
planet that
right.
looks like it's hard to tell it's a planet. It almost looks like a gas. It's like a see-through, like force field looking gas thing.
And also, I have been to Rotonia, but I cannot get to Yaizuno because, well,
Yeah,
I
Rutania
heard
is
many
the
things about it.
Rutania is the planet that looks like it has the light being pulled from it, and Yaizuno is the golden pink kaleidoscope one. Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Well, as you guys kind of float through space, flying along this light road, you're about to come to the Upra space station. We're going to take a break right there.
All right.
Sean is
This
back.
gives me also an opportunity.
But we all need to take a break anyway, so
That's
don't
fine.
go.
This also
yeah.
gives me an opportunity to look up
The items
stuff.
and stuff. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
So don't leave. We'll be right back. We're just gonna go get refreshments, snacks, bathroom breaks, stuff like that. So we will be right back, and we'll see you in a bit.
It's also a very bitter tea. Haha! I did it to you. Booyah!
I knew you were trying to do that.
I know.
Freaking-
I did it correctly.
I'm like, I'm gonna have to start eventually, and Sean knows that he's gonna do his thing. So, god damn it. Anyway, welcome back. Sean was just asking me about teas in the Pokemon world, and I don't know yet, but we'll see. Anyway, you guys,
Tropius
see
and Totodile. Turdidile?
Turdidile.
I was called him Turdidile.
Are you
guys see
sure
the-
you want to put? No, I'm not going to engage with this.
You guys see the Uber station coming up fairly quickly. If you have anything you want to talk about now, now's the time.
Yeah. Before Zoom interrupted me by crashing, I was going to explain about the Vanguard terminal that we passed by because I think it'd be an interesting thing for Echo and Adolphin to know about. So I pointed out as we passed by, I'm like, oh, that's the Vanguard terminal that we just passed, and it is a hub of entertainment. It is where people put on tournaments of Pokemon battles and other sports, and it's where you also have casinos and basically any kind of entertainment you can possibly think of. And it also has one of the highest rated restaurants, well, several of the highest rated restaurants on it as well. It's a good place to go if you want to have a good time. Even though for me, my good time is burying myself in a book. But
I never went there.
I've heard a lot of good things from my students. It's a place that they would like to go after a long day of studying. Even
Yes,
though
they
some
did
would stay there for too long.
education.
Yeah, it's definitely a place that is good relaxation. It's got four. It's basically got four sections, like an A, B, C, D kind of section. It's like I was saying to them before. It's about half the size of each of these space stations. So even though these space stations are big and it looks big as you guys pass by it, it's still huge. Like you where you guys were in the space station, you weren't even in about like probably a fourth of it. You were in the public area. The rest of the area would be kind of like where all the staff would be for like being able to keep the space station up and going. You know, same thing for the Vanguard terminal. The bottom looks all technology and stuff, but the top layer is kind of where all the entertainment and stuff happens. So, yeah. Anyway, as you guys start sliding,
Edward wants to go there.
Yeah.
Adolphin doesn't.
Oh yeah. Robert would not particularly like to go there, but I love the idea of the Vanguard terminal.
That
I
would
would
be
love
awesome.
to visit a place like that. That'd be
They have
amazing.
they'd have hotels, they'd have like pools, like
Yeah, probably
water
resorts.
parks.
Shut up!
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Shut up!
Anyway, you guys come sliding into the space station of Upra, and as soon as you walk through the
How
door,
long did that take? Because it looks
Half
like
an
it's
hour.
a very. Oh really? So
Yeah.
it actually go pretty fast on that thing.
it's
then.
a it's like a light it's a light road. It causes you, as soon as you walk into it, it causes you to travel at light speeds.
Oh jeez. Okay, cool.
And then when you step off, it looks like you're gonna slam into it, but then you slow down and you actually come off like kind of like on an escalator when you step off the escalator and it feels a little weird.
Yeah. It gives
It's
you
that
weird
same feeling, except
Huh.
you guys were traveling at like a light year's speed.
Adolphin
Jeez.
immediately stumbles over it, stumbles and almost falls.
Some
Alright.
some of the
Are you
workers nearby
okay,
kind of laugh.
Ado?
Yes, fine. That's very strange.
I actually stopped and like waved down one of the workers.
He waves you back, then he looks away.
I've like to like come talk, like wave, like
He just kind of turns and looks at you. He's like, "You're gonna want to go talk to him," and he points to like an information desk.
well thank you, and I tip my hat.
He goes back to doing what he's doing. Tourists.
I'm like, well, let's go. And then I walk up to the guy he pointed me. Oh, sad.
I will follow Robert here.
As you guys
I have
walk
No
towards
idea
the,
where I'm going or what I'm doing either now.
yeah, now it's all new. As you guys walk up to what essentially looks like a desk on a wall, like it's like there's it doesn't look like there's an entrance of any way, but it almost looks like those or no, it's more like it's like a little box in a wall. Like there's a window. You can kind of like walk up to it. It's got the little shelf on there, you can lean onto.
And like the little hole.
Yeah. And as you guys are slowly walking up to it, as you kind of look around, you see, like, it's interesting. Like, you look overhead, and there's, like, starships above you. Like, these things are, like, humongous. Upra, I'd say, would probably be twice the size of Anno.
Whew.
Yeah. And you see these giant starships. It almost looks not real. Well, not the front part of them are inside, so they kind of like connected and latched onto things. But most of them, as you look out to the rest of the ship, these ships kind of extend out past a force field, kind of like what you walked through when you got here. And the rest of these spaceships extend about like probably 3 or 4 miles long.
I don't know why. That just like instantly reminds me of like something from Star Wars.
Yeah. And then inside you also see littler spaceships, like the little about the size of a car, or some that are the size of a van or a truck, maybe a semi, kind of there's a very big variety of sizes here.
I want the 2-seater like you mean what's the Volkswagen Beetle of this?
Adolfin cannot keep his eyes from the ships.
Yeah, these are
even
enormous.
Yeah, even for Robert, I'm just like wow.
And you kind of actually bump into the table as you kind of see it, and they're like, "Hello, can I help you?"
Yes.
I know, it's very enthralling. Anyway, what can I get for you?
We would like to procure either rent or buy.
We would like to travel somewhere, please.
Yes.
Okay.
And if we could either rent or purchase a spaceship, that would be ideal. But if not, we would like to find a pilot that could take us somewhere.
What kind of spaceship are you looking for?
Something small and cheap. Preferably.
She almost she goes and looks through her book, and she kind of flips almost through it, almost like sarcastically. She puts down the book, 10,000 poke. For a small one.
Well, what would be the most useful way of traveling between systems?
Star buses. They're cheap.
And how much would that usually cost?
They cost 500, but they only go to certain spaces.
Wonderful. And what what spaces do they go to?
She pulls out her notebook. I'm sorry, this is
Well, I'm terribly sorry, but for some reason, I have never been here before, so a little bit of courtesy would be most desired, lady.
Roll an intimidate check.
Getting up my very posh. Mind your fucking manners. Yeah. This is not going to be very well. Not going to go very well. I'm not good at intimidating. I'm just being a pissy noble, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 5. I'm just being a pissy noble.
Yeah, she just looks at you, and you can tell she's dealt with customers like this before. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Oh, it sounds like Echo there. No.
the space
Apology
buses.
accepted.
The space buses go to let's see. I gotta think of that. They go to Yemia. They go to Autern. And they go to Zyzipso, pretty much. And I guess Luchabos / Dynamobos. And the Vanguard terminal.
Okay. Thank you very much. As you have no doubt noticed, I am new here, so a little bit of assistance would be most grateful. You said 500. Is that per person or one way?
Person. And one way.
Per
yes.
person. Okay. Thank you very much. I need to go and have a chat with my colleagues.
Okay.
And I will turn my back on her without saying anything.
That's funny. I like it.
It's like if you are going to be like that to me, this is the treatment you're going to get.
All right.
When you turn around to us, I just kind of give you like a. Not bad. Like,
Oh, but while Echo is just tuning their guitar.
Yeah, of course.
You're quite the negotiator, Adolphin. I'm surprised.
Adolphin, if you want to roll me a intuition check.
Okay.
As you kind of look around at the
intuition.
people who kind of look at you now.
Okay, this one's a little bit better.
I keep on forgetting, Adolphin, not Adolphin.
Hey, a dolphin.
Hang on.
I just pronouncing it slightly wrong.
Yeah. No,
Well, I'm a teacher.
Just
Teachers always get the names wrong. So
children's wrong. Yeah. Give me a moment.
Yep, no problem.
I should start calling Echo Eco.
Hi.
Eco the dolphin. Eco the
I wouldn't think to do
dolphin.
this. So I'm not.
Sorry.
All right. I'm not going to do the thing I was thinking about doing.
Okay.
Because I don't think Adolphin will actually think this way for now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for goodness sake. Just give me the fucking D6, thank you. There we go. 15.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell the energy around here is definitely just workers working on giant starships. Like they're sweaty workers. You know, they don't really care. They're just getting the job done.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm guessing
I
also
know.
quite a few of them probably have Pokemon helping them too.
Oh yeah, there's definitely. Oh, actually, yeah. You guys see like Machokes walking around, some Machops, some Machamps carrying big heavy stuff. Girders carrying around giant.
I'm very sure that there are lots of people who are working here, and I'm perfectly fine with workers doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
I just appreciate a little bit of courtesy from the people who are meant to be public service.
Also,
So,
speaking of the workers, what race primarily are they?
It's a
'Cause
bunch
I know
of.
that being a
So,
space station, it's a mixed bag, but
it's definitely a mixed bag. You don't see any. No, yeah, it'd be a bunch of mixed bag. Usually, probably a couple of giants here and there, along with some of the Anubis, obviously, because they're using their aura to like carry things as well. It's weird because some of these, it's like they don't seem to be next to each other most often though. But usually the ones that make it to space don't have any problems with each other.
okay. Because whenever I do see a giant, though, I do definitely naturally
You do not see any elves.
put myself on guard just because of. Oh, that makes sense.
You don't see any elves, Draken, or the angel race.
Nothing posh.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. That being said, yeah, the angel race probably rubs Robert the wrong way too. Actually, like he's not super fond of the elves, the Draken, or the angels. I don't think. Obviously, one Draken in particular he is, but
if you
and
all
one
are kind
elf
of
in
looking to
particular.
see, you can make me a perception check actually, if you all want to.
Sure. think perception from was untrained, right? Yeah. Yes, it is. I can't grab the dice. What's going on?
So what will
Perception.
Adolfin won't roll perception because
No
he's
problem.
not that kind of person.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, we both rolled the exact same.
Okay.
Between me and
Echo,
oh,
you
wait, never
don't
mind.
see
I thought that was
anything.
a 5.
Robert, you on the outside of the ship can see little pieces of cloth kind of moving back and forth along the ships, but that's all you can see.
On all the ships?
There, yeah, on the outside of the on the outside of the space station.
Oh, the space station. I will ask. Actually, we didn't get her name. I'll just walk up to the thing. I'll be like, "Hello, my name is I'm Robert Marlowe." I kind of catch
Hello.
myself with Professor because introducing myself that way to everybody would be kind of weird. I
And
was curious.
will you tell your friend I am really sorry. I hadn't had my coffee today and I just got it.
Ah, yes, that makes perfect sense. Yes, I'll make sure to do so. But I was curious, what's the cloth that's on this space station mean?
The cloth.
Yeah, there's like cloth dangling. Is
No,
that...
sorry. They're not dangling. They're like it's they're on the outside of the space station, but they're moving around the spaceships. Like little bits of cloth. It's like this cloth and then it's separate. You know, they're like dots in the space. They're not
Oh.
connected. It's not like a banner. It's like if you rip a piece of clothing and then it just is in space. They're moving around.
Okay. Well, I will ask about that then too. Like, is that supposed to be intentional?
Yes. Because we can't really get a whole lot of workers outside. You know about the Reapers, right? The ones that come into space and take the bodies that they launch out and bring to Pathomia.
Yes. They. I feel like Echo here would be quite familiar with them as well, considering that Echo lived amongst them.
Echo
You
walks
lived with
up?
them.
I heard my name.
I'm not
We were
gonna
talking
question
about
it.
the Reapers of your home planet.
Yes, it is where I was when my drop pod was there.
How did it drop? You know, never mind. It's not my business.
Well, no. If you have any questions, please. We're
No,
that's one of the reasons why
it's
we're
still
here
too
is
early.
to find out more. If
if
I
you
was
want,
speaking Pokemon.
no. That you. Yeah, no, I'm not. Those are
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Reapers, that don't, like, you know the story of the Reapers that get the scythe and then they become Reapers?
Yes, a classic story to terrify children.
Well, that's actually how they reap the souls of the bodies that, like, because like the bodies that get shot into space via, you know, when a starship, when someone dies and they do the send off, you know, because you can't really bury a body in your spaceship, so they send them out in these pods. Well, the Reapers get those pods, or they go to those bodies, and they take the soul and they bring them back to Pathomia. Pathomia is like, I'm sure you know, it's a giant graveyard.
Do they take the pod too, or just
No.
the soul of the person in it?
They,
Interesting.
it's hard to explain. They take the pod because the body has to get buried somewhere.
Yes.
So they bring the pod to Pathomia. No one really goes there because it's kind of hard to find still. But they bring the pods there so that they can bury them, and then that's how the like plants and stuff on Pathomia would, you know, however their fertilizer happens, you know, kind of thing.
Interesting.
I imagine
I-
it's the dead bodies that do it.
just saying it that way with like a high, like
But yes, they would
I
take
don't
they take the pods.
Yes,
and they
it
bring
is.
them there,
That's exactly how I would say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adolfin's being a little bit of an asshole tonight. Sorry.
yeah.
You're
But no,
good.
I just love how like
After
even
what
being
she
like
said I would be
morbid
too.
can also sounds so upbeat.
But yeah, now that you
Yeah,
kind
he's
of know
being
what they are,
pissy.
you can. It's still kind of hard to see it, but yeah, they're just like black ripped cloth moving along and it looks like the black cloth are working on this stuff because you can see little sparks happening
Yeah.
along along the starship and stuff like that.
Fascinating.
They go
Yeah,
out there
I
because
know.
However,
the ones that don't.
however,
Oh.
the ones without a sight, well, no, they lost their purpose of reaping souls.
That's why they're here.
Yes, to find purpose, like I am.
Yeah, maybe you and
You're
the
trying
Reapers
to-
are not too different from each other.
Yes.
Maybe you can find a
Compatriots,
job here.
talking of purpose,
Yeah.
where are we going?
Yes. We. Where can we go to?
Dragging us back on track.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd
where
like,
can we go to make some money?
well, there's a community. At every station, there's a community board of finding like almost like public jobs. Kind of like a temporary agency kind of thing. You can go find it, and then you just have to accept the reward. All the boards are technology related or whatever. So basically, if you scan yourself, it'll, everybody's got a photogenic ID in the system. So if you take the quest, or if you take the not quest, the job, it'll pull up a camera, and obviously it'll take your picture, so then it knows who took the job, and that way it'll get rid of it, and you can go find the creators of the job, so they can go more into detail on that kind of thing. There's one at every space station. There's one on the Vanguard terminal. Even though no one really does it over there because that's, it's the entertainment area. They don't want to work there. So, yeah. But as for, everyone's part of Mass Adventures Guild.
Oh God.
Hell yeah. Every single being in the galaxy is an Adventure Guild. And they don't even know it. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, other than that, there might be. And you said you were looking for places to go.
Yeah.
So
We need to talk about that first.
Yeah. That's something. that
Looks
we
at both Robert and Echo.
and then she points out on the map where the board would be. So
Right.
Okay.
I will see you guys soon. Also, she doesn't know how else to do this. Elf, I am
Yes,
I am so sorry.
it's fine. Don't worry. It's fine.
Okay. She goes back to work. And drinks her.
Why
Okay.
did you say sorry? I do not understand.
She wasn't performing her job adequately.
But she
Who
is
wins
doing
this?
her job.
Unless you walked away at this point. So
Yeah, we're walking
Okay.
away right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm explaining. So explain to Echo. She wasn't performing her job adequately, not providing good customer service.
But she is doing her job.
I see nuance is something we are going to have to teach you. Interesting. This is going to be an interesting adventure.
You biological life forms are certainly different.
Oh, we all are.
Indeed.
That's for darn sure. But
Indeed.
uniqueness is what makes the universe so fascinating, isn't it?
Well, I already found my source of income. I could use my guitar to play, like how I did at the previous station.
Echo.
Yes.
that is a very commendable way to gain income, but it's not going to gain you income very quickly.
I could cook.
We
I'm
should probably at
sure
least
that would
see.
help.
We should at least see what that one board says, because then we can also pick jobs based on the amount of money that we can make from them.
I'm
Sadly-
presuming we're walking and talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
okay.
look at Adolf and I'm like, sadly, that might include some significant manual labor.
What?
Well, we're gonna probably have to get our hands pretty dirty.
What?
Dirty, but my hands are clean.
For now.
I'm not exactly the best person for manual labor. Let's just see what's available, shall we?
Yes.
First,
Yes. There might be some
please.
that aren't, but we can check. Yeah.
Alright.
So what are some of the jobs?
As you guys walk up to the
Yes.
board, it's weird. It's fairly big, so that it can be seen by everyone in the area. It's like almost like a billboard looking size, and it's weird because as you look at it, only to you for some reason each one of you looking at a different one. Like it zooms up, but when you look at it, it doesn't zoom up for you. Like if Robert looks at one, it zooms in. Like it almost gets pulled off the board and goes up to you, and then when Adolphin looks at one and when Echo looks at one, they get pulled off the board and go up to you. However, Robert, Echo, and Adolphin, when you guys look at Adolphin or Robert or Echo, they don't
you
have
don't actually
something
see
in
it.
front of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's also fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys find some jobs. Lots and lots of manual labor stuff. Like we need help carrying like sand and like, well, not sand necessarily just sand, but like, you know, stuff for like helping get inventory on these ships and stuff like that. You do find one for a job posting of a it says job looking, they need a well, okay, so a lot of them are physical labor, some of them are gatherers, you know, where they ask you to go get something for them. Some others are, you know, there's some Pokemon that I'm looking for. I've seen them on the ship, on the space station, because as I did forget to mention, even though it's a space station, there are still there's habitats for Pokemon. Urban is one of those habitats, so you could definitely see Pokemon back and forth. Like, obviously there was some with Chops and, you know, like girders and stuff like that walking around, but those are all owned by the people kind of walking nearby them. But there are like, you haven't really noticed it because you haven't really looked. But here and there, out of the corner of your eye, you would see like something, maybe like a Meowth walking around, or some kind of Pokemon just minding its own business, not near anybody. Just because this place is so big, they can't really take care of any of the wild Pokemon situation over here. So there's just so many people that these Pokemon really don't get in their way. But there's a couple of missions asking for like, I saw this Pokemon and I'd really like to get it. Guess here and there, some, you know, just stuff like that. Is there anything in particular you would like to look for?
The ones that have the most payout for me.
Okay.
Adolphin is looking. Well, he doesn't really know what he's looking for, so he will.
You just kind of
He
skim
will
it
look
over.
for. Yeah, he's kind of skimming over, and he's basically going to ignore every single one of them that involves some manual labor. But anything that it sort of involves going out, finding Pokemon, or learning about other stuff, he will definitely have a look at.
Okay. Echo, is there any kind of job you're looking for?
Well, anything besides manual labor. Echo's model is not particularly strong.
Okay. You know what? There's one that's fairly easy. That you guys end up finding, and it's 1,000 poke.
Is that the total payout?
We just need to do that 10 times. Gotcha.
Well, it's a one-time thing, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yes. Basically, it's a request that there's a because it's not too uncommon that stuff like this might happen, and it's because it's a space station or whatever, with the whole wildlife being a thing. It basically says, I'm not trained to battle or anything, and a group of what are they? I'm trying to think of a simple. You know what? Yeah. Actually, I forgot I got this list here. You know what? Yeah. A group of Burmy have infested my storage closet. I need them taken care of.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, that one seems like it could be a good option. Would it be okay for 1,000? Does that say would that be for per person or for?
That was my question. Is that the
Oh.
total, or is that?
It's the total.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want to keep looking, there are a couple others that I can mention.
Sure.
Okay.
Because once again, I'm always looking for the most money. Because I would prefer if we got our own ship, but yeah, that's
Okay,
a pretty
so
expensive.
yeah, you do find one that kind of catches your eye, and it's interesting because it's a weird reward. This one says it's a gather mission. Like, they want you to find something. They need you to find some crystals.
Ooh.
The reward is like a half and half reward.
Okay.
Or not a half and half. The reward, if accepted, the reward is given upon request, upon accepting of the quest. It's a free ride anywhere.
Ooh. Well, I definitely point that out. I'm like, this one looks promising. What do they need us? Oh, yeah. What does it have any description about the crystals that they need?
He just says just crystals in general. I mean,
If you point that one out to Adelphin will look at it and go, "Okay, where's the catch?"
That's a good point. Yeah, I read it over extensively. I'm like trying to figure out what it really
roll
is
me
asking.
Oops.
So,
I gotta look up my skills again.
Adelphin's sort of hammered-in business sense is.
Okay, if
Yeah,
you're looking for
coming out.
fine print
Tingling.
stuff, roll me
Yeah.
a focus check. Because perception, it's already
Is it-
in front of you and you see this. Actually,
Yeah.
you can make a perception or a focus. Either one
Yeah,
of you.
it's like to Adelphin is kind of like, yeah, that seems a bit too easy. What's this about?
You both can roll me a skill, either focus or perception.
Okay,
Well,
I will.
I got a 4 on focus. Not great.
Well, I will definitely do focus.
Actually, yeah,
Um,
Adelphin has you have really good focus, don't you?
Yeah, I have awesome focus.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
How's a
yeah.
21?
Yeah, you actually have...
Actually, it's a 20. Oh no, you already did put the +2 in. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah, 21. Yeah, with +2. Yeah.
damn.
yeah.
That's crazy.
How's a 21 do?
Oh yeah, as you look through, you've looked at fine print way before. past assignments you've had to do for school. You find the
Yeah,
fine
and
print
also
that, like,
and
gets you
dad,
easy
dad,
grades.
dad forcing me to read contracts and making me read them over and over and over again to make sure I
Yeah.
actually had understood
Ugh.
what was in the fucking contracts to the nth degree.
Yeah, you.
Generally, something I've had to do.
The only thing that really is catchy about this is that, so it's like you'd have to go to him to find out more about the details.
Well,
There's not much to give, and also it doesn't specify what kind of crystal, which is also even more like interesting because it's like that might have to be you go to him to ask what kind of crystal you would need to find, kind of thing, you know.
Adolfin looks
But
to
what
Robert.
catches your eye is the free ride, at, like,
Yeah.
as the first reward.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of suspicious.
Yeah, Adolfin looks to Robert.
Yeah.
What kind of crystals exist?
well, there's a variety of different types, and in fact, that's actually one thing that I'm quite very knowledgeable about. I really am fascinated by the different types of minerals and crystals that exist in the universe. So I'm curious what kinds that he wants us to get, because some are different per planet. And some of them are very
Well-
rare, hard to find, and I'm actually quite interested in this.
Well, since you're the expert on the crystals, but what's can they be dangerous?
When used the wrong way, but you know that can be said about anything.
And procurement.
Well, if you have the right tools, and I pull out one of my like pickaxes because I have like a shovel and a pickaxe. I'm like,
Nice.
with the right tools, it's not that bad.
What about location?
Well, that's something that we'll have to ask him about or them about, because
this is- okay,
there's
okay,
different types of crystals all over the universe.
Well, okay, well, wonderful. If we accept this job, actually, the presumption is that we are able to accept this job. That's is the first thing.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is that free ride.
Mhm.
Is that free ride going to be the place to the place where the crystals are located, or is the free ride to then somewhere else that we can then choose?
The other thing you would have noticed, Adolfin,
yeah, that's a
in the
good
fine
question.
print, is that you don't like. He gives you it says where he is, so you don't have to necessarily accept the quest now.
Oh, okay. So
Right,
you can go
okay,
talk
so
to the person and then accept
We
it
can go and have
after
a
we
chat.
find out.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, good. Well then, yes, I suggest we do that.
Okay. That sounds like a very good idea.
Right. So what it the
Sorry.
as you read through and see what the location is, it actually points you back to the shipyard.
All right.
Maybe
Is that-
it's a crystal that's used to power a ship. That might be
Follow the
interesting.
follow the directions.
Yep. You go to as you go to the shipyard, it kind of points you out to a numbered location like A6 or B1, kind of one of those situation. There's so many here. This is kind of more towards the back. It's like V35. You know. So it's quite a bit of ways.
Cool.
Actually, you guys are able to grab one of those lifts that Adolfin you read on before, where it lifted you up and kind of brought you there.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And when you get there, it's kind of in a bit of a, because they need space for the starships to get grabbed and stuff. So his ship's kind of more towards the back still. Like it's V35, but in the section it would be in the back. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So his 35 would be on the back row, kind of more closer towards the
It's not
The
it's
force
not
field,
easy
yeah.
to access. Let's put it
Yeah.
this way.
Yep. And as you guys get there, you just see this tiny, like, compared to the starship and all the, like, ships you've been seeing recently, this thing looks almost like one of those. It's interesting because this looks like it's trying to describe it. Actually, Sean, or not Sean, Robert, roll me a Pokemon education.
Ooh, yes.
Education.
Once I stop
'Cause
playing.
I know you're pretty good at that one.
Yes. Quite
Oh
particularly.
hell yeah! This little van mini spaceship looks like a Glamora.
Ah. Yes.
It's got the little like glass like pointed out in the front. It's got the bulbous like curvatures on it.
And still
got,
pretty
like, rings.
crystal-y looking.
No, it still looks all metally. It just looks kind of
Oh,
like
okay.
the shape
It just
of
looks
a
like.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And it just doesn't seem like there's anyone around.
I just call out. It's like, oh, was there a name attached to the, like, job giver?
Bert.
I just call out, is Bert available here? Anybody? And I kind of knock on the metal, just to make a noise.
You hear like something inside. He's like, I'll be right there. You hear like
Well, this
fumbling.
bodes well.
And
Oh,
when
well,
you
that's what we came here to check.
bad. And when you open the when he opens the door, you see this guy. One sec. I'll post him. Well, hang on. I can do this. I'll zoom him up, and then I will. Fold him
He
down.
looks like a Bert. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Here, I'll do that.
Oh, I didn't realize his tongue is sticking out. That's funny.
It's not a tongue. It's a cigarette.
Oh.
But yeah, he pops his head out. He's like, "Hello, what can I do for ya?"
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we
I'm
were
Bert.
wondering about the.
Or you
I
can
don't know
you
why,
can
just
call
the
me.
act-
You could also, or I go by. Oh shoot, what did I? Hang on.
Birdie.
I have his full name
Um,
here.
You posted something about crystals.
Oh, you
yes.
saw that? Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I will. Here, come aboard. I will explain. Or his name is. He's like, you can call me. Well, you can call me Bert, but my name is Bertoradite.
Yeah, Bert would be.
Betorodite.
Bertoradite, yeah.
Betorodite. Okay. Mr. Betorodite, do we have to
Sorry,
board your
Robert.
ship?
I mean, I'm just trying to be nice, but you don't have to.
Okay. Then we'll board your ship.
You get on the inside of the ship, and hang on, I'm just trying to fix Bert. You get on the inside of the ship, and it's very bright in here. Like white walls, blue floor. I have a map that I made, but I didn't save it yet, so I'll have to bring that in for next time. But you take a
Very
little
good.
look around. And it's like on the center. There's a there's almost like a U couch that almost connects, but it's pulled apart so you can get in there. And you kind of look around the corner. There's a TV that's broken. It looks like it's a well kept ship, but it's still kind of a little rundown on the inside.
Okay.
Anyway, you here for the job?
Well, we had questions about the job.
Oh,
specifically.
yes. I'm sorry. What were some of these questions for you?
Well, we were wondering if the types of gems you required. What types of gems are required?
I mean, any really.
So,
I just like eating gems.
Eating?
Oh yes, I'm a rock person. I'm a golem.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
I guess more or less eating more. Well, I mean, I eat them, and then my extremities help fuel the ship because it's oil and fuel kind of thing. So I can get my own fuel. I'm a little low at the moment. That's why I said one free trip on there. But if you want any after,
if you
I
were to
can
give us a free trip to a place, and then we supplied you with the gems from that place, would that be okay?
Yeah, I mean that's what I was meaning to say.
Cool.
Yeah.
Would
I
we
take
be
some of the
able
gems and I
to-
crush them and put them in my cigarettes too. That's why. I mean, we don't normally have lungs, but I still like the feel of the ash in there. So.
Mr. Batorodite,
Yes. Hello.
would we, if this was the case, first question, if we were to do this for you, would you then take off and leave us on the planet?
Oh no. I mean,
Or
why would I do
could
that?
we perhaps procure your services as a pilot?
He kind of taps his dome
Which
for a bit.
In which in payment would be essentially your food.
I mean, I am a pretty skilled pilot. This has been a while. Roll me a charm check.
All right.
It's not that hard. This guy's pretty chill.
Meanwhile, Echo is over there just looking at the TV.
He says, "By the way, I like your guitar." Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you. Why is this TV broken and what's wrong with it?
It's broken because, asteroid fields and stuff as you fly through space. I haven't had the chance. I haven't had a chance to fix it quite yet. This
Technology
baby is a
check.
little bit. Okay,
Just fix it while he's explaining it. Just
go ahead.
Yeah, why not?
that'd be awesome.
11.
Okay. You can tell it's not too beat up. The more problem less is that the glass on the front is broken.
You need to replace the glass.
Yeah. But thank you for trying. I mean, you're free.
Well-
If you guys accept the job, you're free to work on it. I could
You
use
know-
some entertainment again.
I think a partnership with you would actually be quite enjoyable, especially, since I'm particularly I know what to look for when looking for gems.
Ooh. You got a smarty
I-
here. Yeah, I like smarties.
I would say that I'm something of a paleontologist looking
A what?
for it's the
He's a
study
smart
of,
person.
Oh,
of bones
I like
of
smart
bones
people.
and of bones and like dead creatures, but also I know what to look for when it comes to rocks and stones and geology as well.
Ooh. You piqued my
This
interest.
By the way, specifically my researcher classes is crystal I forget what it's called, crystal something, and
Yeah, the gem one.
a
Got
crystal
artificer.
artificer. Yeah, I'm a crystal artificer and a fossil fossil researcher, or
Paleontologist.
paleontologist, whatever it's called.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my
Well-
two research classes.
If we are going to go enter into this a partnership, can we have a few agreements?
Of course.
Well, the first question is, do you have a problem with Pokemon being out of their Pokeballs?
No, in fact, if you look right over there, you see it almost looks like it's sitting in a potted plant, and then the tip of the bulb kind of moves, and it's like, Glimmet. This
Is it
my-
a plant?
It looks like a plant.
Is it a
But it's like
Pokemon
a
that look? Is it a
Yeah,
is it a
it's like
Pokemon that looks like a
sparkly
plant?
gem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aelofin is immediately attracted to. Is immediately going to sort of enamored with it. And he's just going to go over and just immediately walks up to. Hello, how are you? What are you? What?
Careful.
Just starts just. Oh,
His-
sorry.
Sorry, no, you're good. He startles a little easy for new people. I'm sure he'll get used to you. He's also a bit poisonous.
Oh, really? Oh, wonderful. Well, that's not really wonderful, but that's.
Needle.
I found him on. I found him
yes.
on my home planet. Or not? Oh yeah.
He's-
yes.
Like kind of once again, Echo opens like this pack, reaches down, feels around, and goes, here, snack, give it to it.
You know what?
Well, not my Pokemon. Mr. Bertadite?
Bertoradite. But yes, what?
Bertodite, sorry. I will
you're
try and
fine.
get that correctly. Mr. Bertodite, am I okay to give this to your Pokemon?
What is it?
I will
It's
hold
a
up my
snack.
hand.
You hold out your hand.
Because I will literally just hold out what Echo's just given me.
Oh. Echo, what is it that you gave him?
A snack.
Okay. I mean,
Description, snack.
Hey, that's what it is. It's a tasty snack.
I
Yeah,
don't know if
it's literally
he'll-
description, snack.
I don't know if she'll eat that right now. I mean, Glimmet, do you think you? Oh, I forgot. I was gonna name it. I'll give it a name for later. But for now, yeah, Glimmet. You think? Do you think they'd be kind of good? It starts to kind of almost look like it's like pecking at it, but it's like breaking it apart. It doesn't look like it's eating it. It just looks like it's pecking at it, but it's slowly disintegrating.
Yeah,
I will say they do eat sandwiches, so
Yeah, they do in the game. Yes, so it is pecking at it and eating it apart. I don't have it in the game thing here, but or for chat, but actually, you know what I can do though? I can do the I can post
yeah,
a link
just
to
pull
it.
up an image and oh yeah, that works too.
Yeah, because it'll take me a while to find the link, so I'll just post an image.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It's that rock poison type.
Yep.
It's the one
I'll
that
go to
kind
Cerebi.
of looks like
There
a
you go.
flower, but it's like a crystal instead.
Yeah. Edward, if you'd like, I posted in the Discord.
I did. I saw it. Thank you.
Oh, yep. Yeah, for new Pokemon, I will
Um,
post them in the. Oops. There we go.
But yeah, I turned to Bert, and I'm just like, by the way, you don't mind if well, you can be secretive about, you know, what we might be doing, right? Not the crystals, but the
What
other
do you mean?
reason
I'm
why we
not
might
doing
be
it. We're
visiting.
not doing
planets.
anything bad.
No, it's just I would not want people to catch wind of what I'm doing specifically to maybe avoid attracting rivals.
He kind of squints his eyes and he's like, "What is it that you're doing?"
He's hunting for
Searching
crystals
for
for
the-
you.
Well, that, and also searching for some historical artifacts.
Well, what I can tell you is that if you can get me the gems, or I guess crystals, gems will work too. I guess they're all minerals in the end, but crystals I think have the best properties in them, if you know what I mean. Like they have the most kind
Okay.
of energy.
So
Um,
GM question here.
Yep.
In terms of this. So excuse my ignorance here in terms of lore,
Nope, you're good.
but you say crystals are
trying
the
to figure it out.
best.
He just likes them the best. It's like how you
Well,
might have a favorite.
what do you mean by crystal?
Yeah, because the PTU technically counts like shards even as
Oh,
crystals and gems
Well,
too. So it's like
It's well, there's also a very very specific reason why I'm asking this. Is like, is crystal a thing?
crystal like a jade.
As in, is it like a resource that can be used in
Oh,
Pokemon,
yeah.
used to upgrade Pokemon and things like that?
I think so. Yeah. I mean,
yeah,
you can,
in like
you
the
can
crystal
even use,
artificer, there's like recipes where you can like make
Yeah.
like type boosters and like special
Okay.
stuff.
You can
Alright,
also
okay.
like upgraders can use fire stones and like evolutionary stones to make like evolution items too and such.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So crystals would also be like evolution stones and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
they're
in his
used
case-
for various.
Yeah, but in his case, he just likes eating crystals, not necessarily anything.
Would you
that-
mind? Would you mind if I did a general education check here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I player have actually quite a lot of education when it comes to different forms of gemstone. But it's more about whether or not Adelfin would have been interested in that.
Oh yeah, and also by the way,
Um,
Neil, I can actually make fire stones, water stones, thunder
Nice.
stones, and stuff like that too.
I was trying to
Nice.
put something
Okay, so
down
I
and hit
don't
my
need
hand.
to go down.
So
the
can you
part of
repeat
my
that?
trial. Oh, we can do that. All right.
Can you repeat that, Adolf?
Sorry, what?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. So.
No, but can you repeat what you were meaning about the crystals again for like that kind of thing?
So, Edward, the player, has actually
Yeah.
quite a lot of knowledge when it comes to various different types of gemstones, because crystals aren't really a thing.
I guess it'd be more like gems, but they call them crystals.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a misnomer, but yeah. And it's more sort of it's more sort of about whether or not Adelfin. It's about how much Adelfin would know about various different types of gemstones.
Yeah. So you
So-
rolled an 11? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
Gotcha. First, hi Avarian, have a good day. No problem. I
and
did
actually,
take
what
the drink,
what
so
what role did he make for
general education.
that? It's actually a cult.
No,
for-
for your thing. His is
For
he's
like
just,
gems and stuff?
He's just doing in general stuff.
Okay.
Or-
Because like in this stuff about like the gems and shards and stuff is actually about a cult. For some reason. Yeah.
I mean, I
I don't
think
know why.
I think for more in-depth, like energy-wise in the gems, it'd be a cult. But he just wants to know, like,
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
no. Adelfin doesn't want to do it. Doesn't want to know anything about
Yeah.
it. It's just general knowledge about
so in this case, it's
various
fine.
types of gemstones.
Okay.
Okay.
You would, I guess, there'd be information about this from your dad's study. Because I'm pretty sure you had read a bunch of stuff in there, especially with that.
Yeah, passing interest.
Yeah, passing interest. As you kind of flip through the book, you would have seen that there's like, it's because each planet has a different type of gem, even though like they all came from one source. So it's like you might find jade on one planet and jade on another kind of thing, you know. But in this case, there's like Bertorodite. There's actually gems growing from him.
Oh yeah.
So they're like
With a name like Batorodite, I'm not surprised by that.
So like
Yeah.
there is like, even though it's all golems and rock people, it's like Batorodite, for Gurmadite, right? Something, you know, just anything you can think of. There's always going to be some new discovery, and you actually in the information station, they actually pay people to find different things across the galaxy, including crystals. Like if there's one that isn't recorded and it hasn't been found, you could bring it there, and basically they'll pay you for bringing that crystal to them, and quite a lot actually.
Okay. Well, I will engage Batorodite in conversation. So it's you say the nicer the better. Do you have any particular preference for like? I mean, is there like one that is your favorites? Like, do you like Herkimer crystals? Do you like topaz? Do you like fire opal? Do you like sapphire? I mean, there are plenty of different sapphires out there. There's also, I mean, jade is also another. I mean, what's your favorite?
Honestly, I kind of like them all. I kind of like to I kind of collect them in the sense also. I eat the ones I get duplicates of, so I actually have a little collection myself back at home. Any I find in the area or any that I kind of end up collecting, I kind of have like the list of what I have and don't have on my PokeWatch here. And then if I find something new, I store it in my little storage thing here, and I bring it back.
Oh, right. So I presume that quartz is your staple. I presume then.
Yeah, quartz
for eating because there's lots of it.
Yeah, quartz is the staple. All the rock people eat quartz. My favorite.
What about smoky quartz? Have you ever tried smoky quartz?
Smoky quartz.
Yes, smoked quartz. Well,
that might be particularly good in your cigar.
It might be. It also might have more. I'm very curious.
I never tried that. I usually like to get the better gems and kind of crush them, but I've never even tried to go simple.
I believe smoky quartz is actually quite a rare gemstone. What about amethyst?
Amethyst. Amethyst not so much, only because I mean I'll still eat it, but I guess you could say the rock people prefer gems that are almost the same color as them, because it helps rebuild my, like, I don't heal normally. Yeah, like the gems that grow off the back of mine, if they break off, it almost is like breaking a leg.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ow.
So I grab gems around about the same color. It doesn't really matter what, but they help regrow them. But they also taste nice.
What about garnets?
Garnet? Like a brownish red? I think I could go with that, yeah.
Yes. Okay. I'll keep my eye out for garnets then.
Sweet. Thank you. Well, I'm excited.
So which planet?
Looks like we have to find a planet that can supply you with these gems.
Yeah, which planet?
Well, I mean, in my experience,
garnets would be found the most common on.
He brings up in my experience from over, because he mentions he's about 30 or 40. Because my home planet, his home planet is actually Gilead or Gilead, the ground planet, even though it's like ground and rocks, kind of thing. So so his planet, like, even though like I prefer these, I'm okay with eating anything. It's just the ones that are the same color as the one that they are. Usually they will pay the most for them, or they will, they help recover me better, if you know what I mean.
What about tourmaline?
Tourmaline? What color was that?
Tourmaline is a type of gemstone that can come in any type of color.
Yeah. So he would meant like a rainbow gem.
It's often referred to as a rainbow gem because that's
cool.
That's the most prized, certainly in terms of our culture.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those before. Can you show me? And would you maybe have a picture of one on your? Oh yeah, I guess the internet. Yeah, he could technically look it up on his tube. But he's excited.
Yeah.
He didn't even think of that. Oh wow!
I'll actually find a link for that.
Nice. And yeah, he
this will do.
Yeah, and you can post that in chat. Everybody can. So it's... But yeah. Whoa.
That's tourmaline.
That's cool.
It is
Okay,
that is not man-made. That is how it grows.
Yeah.
Yes, crystals grow.
No,
that
that's
is
why I
actually
like
how
crystals.
it grows.
So yeah, so he has like he mentions he's like, oh,
I just think it's funny that like Adolfin, or, like I keep saying it slightly wrong, but like
fine.
his main passions are plants and gems, and it's like it's kind of funny that Glimmet is kind of a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Like, is Glimmet gonna be Adolfin's like favorite like Pokemon?
Might be.
Yeah, maybe.
Might be. Might be.
But yeah, school, yeah, maybe.
There's also
Possibly.
slight. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's reason why I asked. The reason why I asked to have the roll for how much information Adolfin knows is because Edward knows a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He brings
knows
up
a lot when it comes to gemstones.
Waddle.
other than where these specific gems grow. I mean, you can find like pretty much a lot of gems on any type of planet, so it doesn't really matter where I go or where you guys want to go.
We could possibly go to
As long
that
as
one
before,
grass
as long as
planet
before we
that-
leave, as long as before we leave that I request a gem.
Okay.
A gem before we leave. Okay. Well,
Hey, Adolfin,
yes.
we could go to that one planet that you always wanted to go, that one grass planet or whatever it's called. It could hit what you mortals call it, two birds with one stone.
Yes. I'm also thinking that perhaps. Well. I don't think a grass planet would have a lot of gemstones on it, so I would rather that we stock up on gemstones so that Mr. Bertradite would at least have some supply just in case we get to somewhere that doesn't really have a lot of gemstones.
Well, then we did get those Go goggles, which would allow us to go to, well, his own home planet, which is kind of what the simulation that we just did was for. That
Would you be
simulation
okay with
took
that, Mr.
place.
Bertradite?
It's me. I'm going home again. Go that way. Oh, that
Does
was
that does that sound like something you want to do?
I mean, I've got a good stock here that I could bring back home, and I could share some with my parents. So yeah, I'm excited to go home now. Oh, you guys, oh. He starts
Then
He
we
starts
go to your
crying crystal tears.
and knock out
They go
two
ding, ding, ding,
Crying
and he
crystal
eats
tears.
them.
one stone.
He eats-
Yes, exactly that, Echo.
Oh,
Did
now
I
I'm
do
But
it
excited.
first-
right,
but-
Navi?
Navi? Or Ralts? She kind of looks at you. Oh, what is it you said again? Sorry.
Said he's killing two birds with one stone.
Oh, yeah. And then Ralts just looks at you and she's like, Ralts! I'm like, yeah.
Okay, no,
Yeah,
but
I
first,
think this is a great idea.
yes, this is. If you are okay with this, Bertradite, we'll do that. But you need a crystal, so we need to go into final.
I will say on my home planet there are a ton over there. But it
I
might
know,
be a
but you
little
said
bit
you
harder to find.
required a payment of crystal before going, correct?
No, I bring you there. That's the free trip. Like the free trip happens now,
Hmm.
and then before we leave, if you want me to bring you somewhere else, like back
You
to a
require
station,
payment of crystals.
I remain.
Gotcha.
I need the crystal. Yeah.
No, sounds great.
So as long as I bring you there and you don't forget about me.
No, definitely will not forget about you.
Awesome.
Well, actually, there is one thing I've just thought of.
Mhm.
We need to accept your job.
Oh, true.
Oh, of course.
Which means you'll have to go back to the board.
Shall we run to there?
And hope no one else takes it beforehand.
I will be here waiting for you when you get back. And thank you guys so much again.
Oh,
I
thank
gotta
you.
get
You're
ready.
gonna help us get this journey started.
And with that, as you guys run off to go to the board that you were at before, stepping on the platform again that lifts up and flies you at a decent speed back. Bert, you know, as you kind of leave, he kind of shuts the door, and the ship's actually rocking back and forth a bit because he's excited. And you could tell that he's bumping into things, trying to get ready.
I thought you were gonna say behind the closed door he gets an evil smile. It's like
Yeah.
no.
We're gonna leave
You
it at
know
that.
I would do that.
Yeah, I know you would.
Yep.
But yeah,
But
we're gonna
what
leave
you
it at
don't
that.
see-
Oh, I'm so excited to bring Bert in.
Yeah, this will be cool.
When
like
I made him, after making him, I immediately only thought of that one guy from Thor. The rock dude.
Oh, Korg.
Korg, yeah. I was like, oh my god, I made a
Oh.
Korg. It's like,
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah.
He kind of annoys me.
Oh, damn it. Uh-oh.
He's the
No,
the
no, no, no.
director of the
No, I know.
movie, which is kind of fun.
I know he's the director of the movie. No, Korg annoys me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy's alright so far.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Also, something that I
Oh.
had thought about that I should mention to the party. Also, while I'm mentioning this, I should also ask: is he going to be like an official party member or no? In terms of like the Pokedex
I don't
XP.
know.
Okay.
I
So
don't know.
mechanically though, but like mechanically though, not yet.
Not yet, yes. I'm working
Okay.
on it.
Because everyone should mark down 3 Dex XP on their trainer sheet.
My
Okay.
theory.
Because we have 3 Pokemon, like, because it's Dex XP for the party.
Oh! No, in that case, yeah, he's not a party member yet.
Yeah, because and also in your Pokedex you should mark down Cubone, Routes, and Zigzagoon. Because
I
those
know
are the 3 Pokemon.
River. I know River did put one for Ralts because I did see
Yeah.
that on there. But yes, at the very
Yeah.
end on the tab, if you go find Zigzagoon, if you just put like a simple X in the box next to it, every 10 Dex XP you gain a level. So if you
Yep.
catch a Pokemon, seeing the Pokemon won't get you it, but catching a Pokemon will give you a Dex XP.
And it's
Oh,
everyone in the
oh.
party. Like the party shares Dex XP.
I believe.
So that's why it'd be a
think so,
3.
yeah.
Yeah, which is why
So
it's
yeah,
a 3.
you can put a Ralts, but you don't actually put the 3 in the Dex number. When you put the X in there, it counts it in the Dex spot.
Oh, it does? Oh,
Yeah,
it
it
did
does.
not do that for me.
Oh, I don't know.
I
'Cause
will
otherwise, yeah.
do that later.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff there. I'm not going to bother
of course.
searching through.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
600 Pokemon on that, so it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through
I
the list. I'm
think
like, that's a lot of Pokemon.
You might be able to find
Luckily,
it
they're
if you,
color coordinated,
if
so
you
it's a
control
little
F
bit
for
easier.
find
Yeah.
for like searching.
I will search it later. I will search it
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
No problem. Anyway, that was fun. I'm so glad I got to introduce Bert.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what I was gonna name him until I'm like, I went to a like a gem generator name generator for gems kind of thing, and it was just I saw that and I'm like, so the one that I saw it was like Bert Gorodite or something. I was like, that doesn't sound right. So I'm like, or Bert something something. And I was like, all right, but so I just swapped it
When-
around a little. I'm like,
When you
Bertorodite
first said
sounds good.
Bert, and then I saw that picture of him, I was thinking like Bert Gummer from Tremors. So I was
Oh,
thinking of a
gosh.
completely different type of character. Then when he started speaking, I'm like, oh, so not at all like
That's funny.
like what I was thinking.
Yeah, but yeah.
Also, Bert Gummer from Tremors, that'd be appropriate for someone that lives on a desert planet that might have graboid-like things in it.
Nice. Now, did you get Bert from Big Bang Theory, the geologist? Oh my god! Wow, that's funny. I didn't even think of that.
Also, I just
Ugh.
realized that now in Ed's campaign and Neil's campaign, we're both going to be in a big desert.
Oh my god.
We're going back
Hopefully
to the
soon
desert,
we're gonna be in
people.
a mountain. So, yeah. Maybe, we'll
Oh,
see.
okay.
Well, no,
Oh
not.
yeah.
Hey, well,
I'll-
you guys have sunk a skyship, so
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's the next goal. Is we need to
And
get
now
our
we'll have
ship.
to, now we'll have to
the
destroy a
thing
spaceship.
Yeah. What?
Well, in your
Huh?
campaign, Neil, we're going to have to destroy a spaceship, right? You know, to mirror the campaigns.
Oh, true. It's just skies,
So we're
a
going
sand
to
spaceship.
a rock type planet, right?
This is a ground.
It's the ground. Yeah.
Ooh, glitch.
Yeah. And also, this is the same planet that we chose for our
almost the
simulation,
Stranger
so it's
Things,
actually kind of
okay.
appropriate. So,
That's good.
and we've got the go goggles, for going to a desert, so it actually makes
I
sense.
think there's,
He's even wearing some.
I think there's a ground grass type somewhere in there, right?
Yeah, there's some ground grass types.
Yeah. And also, there should be
There's
unique,
Torterra.
like, ground grass types for the... Oh, yeah, duh. Yeah. There's
Anyway.
the world turtle.
Today was so much fun, guys. I'm glad
Yeah,
I get to play
I'm
with
excited
you.
to
I
finally get
always
off these
forget
space
to do
stations.
this
go to a planet.
because I got reminded every time I watch. Because I went back and I've started to watch the Fortune's Whimsy on YouTube. So
good lord.
catch up to that. There's only 12 episodes. I want more.
I know. This
You're good,
is my
you're fine.
fault.
I still need to upload episode 1 of this one. So it's like,
Yeah.
But before I forget, memorable moments. I need to start doing them. Sean, any memorable moments today?
I just enjoy, in general, educating Adolphin slash Ed about things. It's fun. I like it. I like to nerd out about stuff that not only do I have a personal knowledge for, but since I'm playing a literal teacher, it's just kind of appropriate.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Echo, any favorite moments today?
Echo being Echo.
Echo being Echo. Dude, I'm never gonna get over that, like, you talking like a robot. It's just gonna be so funny to me. It's so good.
Yeah. My voice is dying. So,
Yeah, we'll end
I can
soon,
imagine
so you can rest that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edward, any favorable moments today?
When Adolfin got pissy.
Interacting with that lady. Gosh, that made me a little
Yeah.
pissy. I'm like, why did I do that? Oops.
Well, I know exactly why Adolfin did that. I know exactly why.
Yeah. I got
And actually, and in all honesty, it's kind of a little bit sort of like my job irritation coming out as well. So
Yeah.
All right.
yeah,
Anyway.
that's like sort of moment was that was fueled by several different there was several different reasons as to why he went a bit pissy. So I quite enjoyed being pissy in that mode. And I'm quite glad. Well done for putting up with it.
Yeah, no problem. I gotta start putting up with more stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much for joining. This has been fun. I'm actually looking forward to it every Wednesday now. At first, I was all super nervous. I'm still kind of nervous about it, but I'm making little cheat sheets for me to remember to do. I keep forgetting things here and there to do, but realizing I can easily change them during the stream, especially the channel reward stuff. Stuff like that. It's like, yeah. So
It's a lot to juggle, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I'm currently looking to see if we can go raid anyone. Lower right is playing Baldur's Gate 3. You know what? Yeah, let's go raid them. Why not? We haven't done a Baldur's Gate 3 raid in a while. I will go do that. Create your PTU link before you forget. Oh! I will do that right after this. Thank you. Actually, I will write that down. PTU link. Thank you, Schoolie.
Oh, man, I cannot wait
I'd be
until I
lost
get my
without you.
bodyguard.
But yeah. So yeah, we'll go raid the lower right. They're playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know how far they are, because I haven't really went into look, but yeah, I mean, I haven't gotten that far either. I still haven't left the first area. I need to go back and stream that. Gosh dang it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. We'll be back tomorrow on Game and T's channel with some Scarlet Guard, and then some Thursday night almost some Pokemon tabletop again. Extinction Curse over on Michael's Dead Aussie Gamer. I don't know why I almost forgot his. I know. There's too many people now that I'm a part of.
There's
all
lots
these
of stuff.
games.
Yeah.
And then next Sunday, no, next Sunday is not the 24th, is it?
It is indeed the 24th.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Not it depends upon your interpretation of next Sunday, because technically next Sunday is this coming Sunday, but other people think next Sunday is next week Sunday, but not this coming Sunday, but the Sunday after is
Okay.
24th.
Then maybe okay. Yeah. Maybe I was thinking.
Oh,
But
yeah,
yeah.
it would
So not
yeah.
this next Sunday, but the Sunday after that on the 24th, we are going to be. I don't know if we're streaming Session 0. Are we streaming Session 0?
We are streaming Session 0.
Oh yeah. Duh.
That was something I wanted to ask. So yeah, we're gonna be streaming. What was it? Season of Ghosts. With
Seasons of
Crunchy.
Ghosts, yes, with
Crunchy who plays
so
Braun.
shall I give the shall I give the
Yeah, if you want to.
pitch? So
I actually don't know if I should have brought it
Sunday-
up. I just thought of it. I was like, oops.
no, absolutely. Sunday, 24th of March, on Games and Tea, the channel where you can see all the other RPG stuff. my channel is kind of turning into an RPG channel, which I'm actually happy about it. So
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. But yes, Sunday, 24th of March, we'll be streaming the Session 0 of Pathfinder 2nd Edition Seasons of Ghosts, with Crunchy, who runs the character Braun in my Sunday campaigns. And if you are interested to see how a Session 0 will go, how a Session 0 will go, what sort of characters we're sort of thinking about playing, and the general sort of gist of how that'll work, tune in for that, and maybe there'll be some dice running as well that's going on. So
Yeah, I'm so excited to bring in that character I've been thinking of for so long. It's like, it's back to TNZ, and I'm like, oh, I can play this character, hell yeah! So excited for that. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. This has been Immersion Diversion, and we bring the immersion to you. Have a good night, guys. Bye.